everybody? You're watching Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, and it is trade deadline day for the National Football League. We are going to be live for the next 2 hours breaking down everything NFL related. We're going to host today's show as an NFL trade deadline special with a strong focus on our New York Football Giants. I don't know if Joe Schoen's going to get anything done. I don't know if the Giants are going to make any moves, but I do still want to keep all the real ones informed on what's going on across the National Football League, as well as with our football team. So shout out to everybody being here. Already 200 plus people in the building. The fact that y'all are here fires me up. Let's fire up the comment section. If you bleed Giants blue, you're still riding and dying with this football team, and you're going to be here all year long. Give me a real one down in the comment section. My man 5-0 Theo. Shout out to 5-0 Theo. What up? Shout out to Gilly, Shipmaster Kyle, Mike G, MG, best initials in the game. Gritty Guapa, what up, my man? What up, Sean Watkins, Gus Nini? What up, No, Brandon Cruz, Mark Moore, Ty Jones, Ski, Carl, what up, man? Carl, I'm still not over the loss yesterday. That really upset me. RJC, hey, on this channel, we just shut up and dribble. I know what today is. I know it's trade deadline day, and a lot of people are stressed out about trade deadline day. But remember, this is a football channel. We talk ball here, and we shut up and dribble. So with all due respect to me, all due respect to Chat Sports, and all due respect to you guys, let's keep it all pigskin today. Capiche? Capiche. Shane says, what up? Tommy Rips. Love that name. Probably my favorite name I've seen today. Tommy Rips. What up, Leo? What up, everybody? I do have a poll. Check it. Do the Giants make a trade? Yes or no? CTM. Time in the Buckeye. Rage Trippy says make a poll. Brother, no matter how many times you say it, it's not going to change anything. We already got a poll, homie. Go vote in it. Oh, man. Ant, what up, dog? Mitch hates DJ confirmed. Yes, sir. Ocean NFL, what up? What up, James? My boy. Razor Shockwave, what's good? Joey DeLuca says 60,000 subs today. Joey DeLuca also, he popped the cherry of today's Super Chats. The first Super Chat of the day. Shout out to Joey DeLuca. My man's always here, always showing love. We appreciate you. Shout out to you, Joey D. Happy Tuesday, my man. Happy trade deadline day. Gilly says it's always go big blue. And that's one thing that I love about this channel. Whether I agree, whether I disagree, whether Gilly agrees with me, whether Gilly disagrees, we can all agree on one thing. We want to see this football team win games. We want to see this team bring some excitement into our lives. And at the end of the day, that's all we want. We may think we need to go this way. Y'all may think we need to go this way. Smitty thinks we may need to go this way. The routes we all want to take may be different, but at the end of the day, all we want to do is be a competitive football team again. And that's why I love this channel. Gilly, we appreciate you. You know that. Greg Congdon says, I don't think we're going to have trade offers. Hey, we'll break down all the rumors that are going around the National Football League coming up in a second. We'll recap all the trades that were made today already. But if you're riding and dying, as I think the way to say it, hit that thumbs up icon for me. We got 334 people watching today's show, only 68 likes. Now we're at 69 likes, and as nice of a number as that is, let's bump those up. Those are rookie numbers. 334 people watching, we should be at minimum. I mean, if 334 people are watching, I think we should be at 334 likes. Maybe I'm asking a little bit too much out of you guys. I'm just asking you to click a button on the device that you're watching on. That's all. Just click the button, support the show, be a real one. We would all appreciate it. And if you have liked the video, type me down in the comments section. Would greatly appreciate it. 341 watching, 106 likes. Can we get to 200 likes? Can we get to 200 likes? That'd be so nicey. You know what else makes me feel really nicey is when Mike G shows up in the building. Shout out to my dog, MG. What's good, my man? Says, very stern with the rules, Marsh. LOL, all love, and go Giants. I just think that I know everyone's stressed out about trade deadline day today, right? I get it. I just think that this should be a safe space for people. I think this should be a spot where we could disconnect from trade deadline day and unite as a family and be cordial, have fun, and ELE. Because, Smitty, that's all we care about. ELE. Everybody, love, everybody. That's all I want. I know you're just mad, and I'm not even talking to you at this point. It just, I don't want to bring mud into this house. I don't want to bring mud into the house. Let's keep it Giants, and let's keep it Big Blue. Love you guys. We'll continue to talk about the trade deadline and have a lot more fun coming up on today's show. First, though, I got to give a major shout-out to our sponsor, Game Time. Shout out to Game Time. They've been sponsoring Giants now all year long. That means a lot to me. We're only going to continue to grow those if you guys support the sponsor. And an app like Game Time is someone that you should use when you're looking to go to an NFL game, an NBA game, a concert, a theater event, or anything of the kind, because you get the best seats for the lowest prices guaranteed. And if you use our promo code of Chat Sports, you're going to get $20 off your first purchase, where terms do apply. Last minute tickets and flash deals. Views from the seats and lowest prices guaranteed. Make sure you do use these two features, all-in pricing as well as Game Time picks. That way the price you see is the price you pay, and the Game Time picks feature is going to make it that much more easy to go see your favorite team and people perform. So download the app, create an account, use the promo code ChatSports, and they're going to give you $20 off your first purchase where terms do apply. All that information is in the comments and description of today's show. So we got a little bit of news here coming in, Smitty. Jeremy Fowler just said the Steelers also took a hard look at Darius Slayton before trading for Mike Williams. As we know, the Pittsburgh Steelers traded a 5th-round pick for Mike Williams. I wonder if the Giants were offered a 5th-round pick for Darius Slayton.
I find it very hard to believe, honestly, that Darius Slayton was viewed as maybe less than Mike Williams by the Pittsburgh Steelers, because I find it very hard to believe that if the Giants were offered a 5th-round pick that they didn't take it.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you.
That is surprising to me. You see the trade down below at the bottom of your screen. Jets send Mike Williams to Pittsburgh. Man, as far as a guy that I'd be willing to rely on a week-to-week basis, Darius Slayton is never going to give you eye-popping numbers, but I think he's been a little bit more consistent than Mike Williams, especially in the health department over the past couple of seasons.
Yeah. Interesting move by them.
Kind of jealous at this point, honestly.
I want a 5th-round pick.
I want to, come on!
I want a 5th-round pick for Slayton so bad.
So bad! The Giants got Tyrone Tracy in the 5th round. Like, Joe Shane has been able, at least in this past draft,
he also
to
got
find talent
McFadden
late.
in the 5th round. That's a starter.
Yeah. So, man,
I'd better kind of on 5th round than the 1st round.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Jeremy Fowler does have a tweet about that.
Yeah, I'm going to make it for you.
On live shows, if you wanted to scroll down.
yeah.
2 minutes ago.
Awesome.
I'm trying to find a way
Perfect.
to get my Giants list on there. I don't know how that's possible. But here is Jeremy Fowler saying, in addition to Mike Williams, the Steelers also took a hard look at Giants wide receiver in their hunt for a wideout. New York values Slayton, a 2025 free agent who has a pair of 100-yard games this year. How much do they value him? Are we going to pay him $13 million? I hope not.
I honestly thought that was like a non-story. I didn't think the Giants would even think about paying him the type of money that guys like Gabe Davis and Darnell Mooney got last year. And I honestly do think that a guy like Darnell Mooney might be better than Darius Slayton by a good margin. Gabe Davis, I do not think that about. I've thought that Gabe Davis is a bad football player, and you see that that's a bad contract now given out by Jacksonville. Hopefully the Giants could see that and say, listen, we can't sit around and have Darius Slayton as our highest paid receiver for the next couple of years with Malik Neighbors under a rookie scale contract and Wanda Robinson getting paid pennies.
Mike Williams signed a 1-year, $10 million deal this offseason.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't see how Darius Slayton gets less than $10 million.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Here are some trade details on that Zadarius Smith trade. The Lions get a 7th-round pick and Darius Smith, where the Cleveland Browns do get a 5th-round pick and a 6th-round pick. Okay, so I didn't know it was a 5th and a 6th.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 7th for a 6th and a 5th. A 7th and Smith for a 6th and a 5th.
Good job there. That's a tongue twister.
How can the Giants not make a move happen for Azeez Ojulari?
Azeez Ojulari, I mean, Darius Smith is how old? What, 32? At least. He's got to be minimum 32.
32?
Woo!
32, yeah.
And edge rushers, they age quickly at that when you get past 30. So Darius Smith, somebody who used to come off the edge quicker than most. You're going to lose some tread on those tires, while a guy like Azeez Ojulari has shown that he's only getting better.
Yeah. Now that's an interesting one for me. Let's roll through all the trades, Smitty.
Sure.
That have happened so far today, and then we'll tell you guys about a 50-50 raffle that we have going on, and we're going to have some fun as well today. All righty. So most recent trade you just saw, the Cleveland Browns receive a 5th and 6th round pick for Darius Smith and a 7th round pick. The Lions are going for it all.
Oh, I mean, this is an all-in move by the Lions, and especially after losing Aiden Hutchinson, they had to get somebody there on the edge. This is, I believe this has been rumored for a couple of weeks now, basically since that Hutchinson injury. So the Lions look like a juggernaut even without Hutchinson. They're adding another great piece here in Darius Smith.
Yeah, he's going to be able to help them, and I think the NFC is all but the Lions to lose at this point.
They look like they're going to steamroll everybody. I mean, the Packers had, obviously given them a little bit of trouble in the division last season. But man, they throttled them this week in bad weather, and the Lions only have 2 outdoor games in their entire schedule, at the Bears and at the Packers. This week was their first time playing outdoors in terrible conditions, and they put up like 30 again.
Yeah, and I kind of think that narrative has been overblown at this point, because the Lions are a physical football team that runs the ball now.
Yep.
So I think the outdoor element is.
They have a pair of, I think, top 10 running backs in the NFL.
I love their running back.
They have literal thunder and lightning, like better than maybe even the Giants had it way back when.
Maybe though, they got some backs.
Jahmyr Gibbs looks like a. Oh my God, he's the fastest running back. He's the fastest running back in the league. He could take any play 60 yards.
Then we saw a running back traded. The Cincinnati Bengals are acquiring Khalil Herbert. The Bears receive a 7th round pick. Bengals trying to keep their season alive, up to 4-5, I think, now on the year.
Yeah, this is a move that they made in response to a Zach Moss neck injury.
Okay.
They've had a 2-headed attack so far this season with Moss and Chase Brown. Each of those guys has been good enough for them, like whether it's Moss or Brown, but they probably aren't confident enough that Chase Brown could be the everyday back, so they go out and get Khalil Herbert, who has been very serviceable for the Bears in the past couple of years. They have a couple of young guys, though, plus DeAndre Swift, that are in their backfield. There's just not enough room for Herbert, and I think they knew he deserved to play.
I wonder if the Giants would have been offered a 7th round pick for Devin Singletary. Would they do it? I don't think I would.
I don't think you would. I don't think the value there for a 7th, exceeds what Devin Singletary has been able to do. He ran pretty hard in this past week when he got the opportunity.
Honestly, outside of the fumbles, I think Singletary has been pretty solid.
Yeah.
He had people, the first tackler, missing at a pretty high rate. This is ridiculous.
What?
NFL, this is why you subscribe to Chat Sports, ladies and gentlemen. NFL Network on trade deadline day with 2 hours to go, or whatever the timer says.
Oh, yeah, it might be. Look that up.
We're showing a rerun of Bucks and Chiefs from last night.
Ridiculous.
That's why you subscribe. No commercial breaks, and we're going to talk about what's trending across the NFL. The rival, Dallas Cowboys, maybe the shock of the day so far.
What a weird move by them. I guess the thought process is like, yeah, you have him to develop when with Dak back. I mean, Dak's under contract for a super long time now, but to make this move at this point in the year, Dak heads to IR. I guess you're saying we need Cooper Rush to have as much help as possible. Weird move by the Cowboys, in my opinion. They give up another 4th-round pick.
Remember when they got back a 6th or a 5th-round pick for Amari Cooper?
They actually no, that's the narrative actually with this though. They gave up more to acquire Jonathan Mingo than they got back for trading Amari Cooper.
Insane. I actually really liked Mingo coming out of college. And I do still think there is a pathway for him to be a solid player in this league. This is a move, though, that I think is more than just for the 2024 season for the Cowboys. He's a second year, so he's still under contract for this year, next year, and the year after. Interesting timing, though.
Yeah,
interesting timing. I think Mingo's got some skills. We'll see how he does with Dallas, and we'll see him up close and personal on Thanksgiving Day with probably Cooper Rush. Another in-division trade, Smitty, and this is what's so awesome about having your franchise quarterback on a rookie scale contract. You can make a deal like this.
Yep. They may have overpaid for a Marshawn Lattimore, who is banged up right now, but the weakness for Washington was clearly their pass defense. Their secondary is super young. And they needed to make a move like this for a veteran in Latimore who's been so consistent over his career. Yeah, they give a 3rd and a 4th and then swap a 5th and a 6th, but they can make that kind of move. For like you said, they have Jaden Daniels on a rookie scale deal, and they've overperformed incredibly so far this season, 7-2.
That's what's so awesome about having a franchise quarterback on a rookie scale contract. You can pay a corner and take a risk on a corner who is an all-pro level player when everything is right and clicking, and you can pay him $20 million. Yeah. Look, I love this move for Washington. I know people are like, man, they gave up a 3rd, 4th, and a 6th. Well, I would trade a 3rd, 4th, and a 6th for Marshawn Lattimore and a 5th, too, if I thought I could win the NFC East and I thought I could win a couple of playoff games.
Yep.
Like, at the end of the day, a 5th and a 6th-round pick, all right, cool. You traded a 3rd and a 4th for Lattimore. I'm doing that every single day of the week. The Giants, less than 700 days ago, traded a 3rd-round pick for an aging Darren Waller. It's a hell of a move by the Commanders. I think it's going to make them better.
It makes both. It's great for both.
Yeah,
teams.
No, it's a win-win for both squads.
Yep. I like this trade a lot. The Saints are in cap hell. They need to start building through the draft. They need to start doing well in the draft, and you got to get as many bullets as you can in the chamber.
I love this. Gear up and build around that young stud at under center when he's on a cheap contract, because he will never be cheaper than he was yesterday.
Yep.
Never, ever, ever. And then we've talked about this one. Jeremy Fowler of ESPN also reporting that the Giants were in talks with the Pittsburgh Steelers on potentially trading Slayton to Pittsburgh. So, Smitty, that at least tells me that Joe Shane is working the phones to see if he can get anything back. I wonder if the Steelers offered this same trade package for Slayton.
What's the verbiage from Fowler? Is it that the Giants approach the Steelers?
No, read off what he says.
So, in addition to Mike Williams, the Steelers also took a hard look at Giants wide receiver Darius Slayton. They didn't say the reason for why that deal didn't get done, but I'm not sure that the conclusion could be drawn that Joe Shane is working the phones right now. Maybe he was approached.
I more so meant like he is listening. Because if you're going to take a hard look at a player, I would think that
there was at least an extended conversation.
There's at least a conversation with the Giants instead of just.
Yeah,
maybe I'm reading too much into it.
No, I can say I can say that if Fowler's going to say hard look, then there was at least a conversation to be had.
Maybe no offer was made. Maybe. And that sounds more so also like the Steelers chose to move on more so than the Giants told them no.
Yes.
At least that's how I am deciphering that. I don't know. My man Sean Watkins, what up, dog? Appreciate the love, my man. Says it hurts, but it's ride or die for me. G-Man, give me some SWs in the chat.
Yes, sir.
For my guy, Sean Watkins. Appreciate you being here on a Tuesday. We appreciate that, man. It's easy to tune out of the season. It's set 2-7 and maybe not expecting a lot of moves today. But the people that are here, you know what? They're supporting the channel, and that means the world to me. So, Sean, Thank you. And also thank you to my guy, John Giant, sending in a $2 super chat. Shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the program. Says, can we trade for a left tackle, a CB1? What I would say, John, is I don't expect, and I'll take it a step further, I don't think the Giants should be trading for anybody. I don't think the Giants should be sacrificing future draft capital for players right now unless that player is someone that could potentially be a part of your long-term future. The only way I am trading for a player if I am the Giants, if it is someone on a rookie scale deal that I think I can have grow on my team with multiple years still on their rookie contract, like a guy like J.C. Horn. If the Panthers just want to get rid of him and the Giants can trade a 5th or a 4th round pick for J.C. Horn and have him under contract for 2 more years at a low price with the potential to be a CB1, I don't mind taking a flyer, Smitty, on a former first-round pick in that regard, but that's really the only type of trade I would make today, outside of trading our players to receive future picks.
Yeah, I don't see a ton of moves that the Giants, would really. There's nothing the Giants should do to benefit this season. This season's lost. So
100%. No move should be made to try to win games this year.
And I think that there should be moves made to build for the future. I mean, Joe Schoen just had a great draft. He should feel good about the way that he's been able to scout over the past 365 days. So go get more bullets in the chamber and try to get as good of a chance as you can to get cheap guys in the 2025 draft, because you're going to hopefully draft a quarterback and you're trying to build something with your kind of jobs on the line as a GM and coach.
Yeah. As fun as it would be, John, to make a trade happen where the Giants add players, I just don't think it's the best right now. There should be no win now moves made. Any trade you make to acquire a player should be someone that you think can benefit the team next year and beyond.
Yep.
Ask another question. Slayton and Ojulari for a CB1 or a 3rd-round pick?
You don't really see a lot of double player deals.
You don't. And look, if someone offered a 3rd-round pick for Slayton and Ojulari, you do that in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see teams that are still in contention trading a CB1. I also don't know of any other CB1s on the market. There was one, Marshawn Lattimore, and that's a pass for me at this point. Lattimore is an expensive player. Lattimore is in his prime, and I would say closer to the back half of his prime, more so than entering it.
He's somebody who you go pick up if you want to win now.
Exactly. We are looking to make moves to help this team win in 2025 and 2026. So, yeah, I would, but
it's unlikely.
It's very unlikely. Very unlikely, in my humble opinion. Harry Bonnell.
Bonnell.
A first-time super chatter for Harry. Shout out to Harry. Give me some HBs in the chat. Harry, appreciate you stopping by. Says, who do I think we will get in the draft? If the draft were today, the Giants, I believe, had the 7th pick in the draft.
Is it 7th? I thought it was 6th.
Is it 6th? I think they moved down one.
Oh, no. I don't think last night affected anything. I mean, last night could have.
It was the Sunday night game.
The Sunday night game. Oh, no.
I'm pulling it up. Yeah, Giants have the 7th pick.
Oh, no.
Because Las Vegas, Cleveland, Carolina, New Orleans, Jacksonville, and New England all have the same record as the Giants at 2-7, but the strength of schedule is easier for them, and that can easily change throughout the rest of the season.
Of course.
But the Giants are tied for the worst. The Giants are tied for the worst record in the National Football League. Someone tweeted at me. I tweeted out saying, will the Giants have a top 5 pick or something like that? Or I don't remember what I tweeted out. Someone responded and goes, Marshall, they're not going to lose enough. I was like, dog, they have the most losses in the NFL.
Yeah, they have more
What
losses.
do you mean they're not losing enough? They are tied for the worst record in the league. But yeah. Who do I think? I think a quarterback is probably the likely choice in round 1. Then I think they'll look at another corner. I think they'll look at a defensive tackle. I think they'll look at interior offensive line. They're going to need a guard on this team to replace Greg Van Roten, who's an aging veteran who's going to be a free agent. Maybe you look there. I think they should go after another wide receiver. If there's a game-breaking tight end, maybe Loveland from Michigan in round 2, take him. There's really no position outside of left tackle that I would have a problem with the Giants drafting.
Yeah.
In the first round. I don't see one position I would say there's no way the Giants can draft this guy.
Maybe like nose tackle, like
defensive tackle. Nose tackle, sure, but if there's another badass defensive tackle when you're on the board, do it. Rookie DT, Lawrence, Burns, and Thibodeau. I'm cool with that. Giants need another defensive tackle. They're one of the worst run defenses in the National Football League right now.
That's true. That's true.
Yes, ideally we could find someone that could help this team elsewhere, but DT is still a major need for me. The only position I don't think the Giants get drafted in round 1 is left tackle. They can upgrade everywhere else. Pandemonium, $5 super chat. Shout out to you, my man. Says, can we trade Dable for a bag of chips? What kind of chips are we getting back?
Yeah.
What's your favorite chips? Drop your favorite chips in the chat. Smitty, do you got a bag that you go to every time or a go-to chip?
My go-to chip, the Kettle brand jalapeno chip is maybe the most underrated in the game. It's very new on the scene. These haven't been around forever, but they have made an immediate impact. Kind of like the Glacier Freeze of Gatorade.
Ooh. Are you Kettle jalapeno over like a Miss Vicky's jalapeno, or does that fall under the same bucket?
I don't discriminate, but
is there a difference?
There is a difference. I think the Kettle ones are the best. I think you're getting the most rich flavor with the Kettle brand. But no, Miss Vicky's is fantastic, and there are other Kettles that are also great. I just prefer that bag if I'm going to one.
I used to be a big chip guy, and I have cut chips out of my diet to the best of my ability. Mm-hmm. But one that I still love is the cheddar sour cream Ruffles.
Oh.
I think Ruffle may be my favorite type of like chip.
Really?
But I only like a couple of them. The cheddar sour cream one.
I never grew up with the Ruffles.
Really?
No, I've had Ruffles from time to time, but it has never ever been something that I'm like, okay, I need to grab this bag of Ruffles.
I also love the the hot barbecue ones, the ones Tatum.
Oh yes,
those were good. The ones,
right.
And then the spicy cheddar sour cream, the ones LeBron used to be on.
I was honestly super annoyed that I wasn't a Ruffles guy because my guy Tatum was on the bag.
Those are my chips. I'm a Ruffles guy. I also like the special flavors that Lay's will do sometimes. Like they'll have these seasonal flavor ones.
Yeah, my other one, I'm a Kettle over everything kind of chip. I think that is
the extra crunch.
Extra crunch is just so good. I'll go Cape Cod regular sea salt Kettle.
Okay,
that is elite chippage right there.
I've also had a salt and pepper Kettle chip before. Very good.
Yeah, that's good stuff too.
That's good stuff.
I
rock with Kettle, and when I go to a sandwich shop, it's always Kettle cooked jalapeno chips.
Oh my goodness.
That's the only chip you should ever get at a sandwich shop.
Yeah. Yep. Cape Cod, Miss Vicky's, Kettle brand, even Lay's Kettle. I don't discriminate, man. They're all good.
Okay. All right.
Baked Lay's is so whack. That's so 2012.
If Brian Dable was a bag of chips, what type of chips would he be? Year 1, he's hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
Spicy, bold,
yep.
Makes a statement, leaves residue on your hands.
Yep. I think now he's kind of Cool Ranch Doritos.
Cool Ranch Doritos. Just mid.
Yep. Just mid. Just mid. You know what you're getting every single time.
That's freaking hilarious.
You know what you're getting every single time. Brian Dable calling plays where Daniel Jones throws it short of the sticks on 3rd and long.
Oh, my God. Mike, what up, dog? Shout out to Mike F., a guy in the building.
Utz Heinz ketchup is insane. That's insane. I might have to ban you for that. Just kidding, but DM forever. Check yourself.
Do you trust people that eat Funyuns?
Brother, I used to take
You
down.
look like a Funyun eater.
Woo! Funyuns are elite!
No!
They are so good. I got hip to Funyuns in high school, and I had a year kick where I would just take down bags.
They used to people in my school, they would like sell snacks and stuff like that.
They would have snack dealers.
Oh, snack dealers, candy dealers. We had Gatorade
Oh yeah,
dealers.
we had candy. We had
People
candy
would
dealers.
make breakfast tacos at home, sell them in the hallways. But the hot chip in the market when Marshall was in high school was the hot Funyuns. Everyone was on those.
I've had them before. They're pretty good.
All hot chips just taste the same.
Yeah,
they're just hot.
Yep. Hot Cheeto.
It's too much of an overpowering flavor.
Oh my God, kids used to be coming into school 7 a.m. ripping hot Cheetos and a brisk iced tea.
Cannot trust them.
Hot Cheetos and a brisk iced tea. It's 7:30, bro. What are you doing?
My man's stomach is going crazy. Nicole O'Brien, $2 super chat. Shout out to you, Nicole. Thank you for being here. Says, do you believe Chapman could be a D2-2? I do not, simply because I don't think that he is big enough and strong enough and he has what is required to be a run stopper. I do think, though, long term, and we've seen some at spurts this year, he could be a situational pass rusher from inside. But I don't necessarily ever see him as an early down defensive tackle because he's a little light in the pants. He could be moved off the line of scrimmage. His skill set is quickness and pass rushing. We need another run-stuffing, block-shedding, stop-oriented defensive tackle. There's a spot on this team for Chapman. There's a role he could be successful. But I don't necessarily think that it could be DT2 because you're just too small at that spot for me.
Got to stuff the run where Giants haven't been able to do it. And it's not like they've called upon Chapman to fix that hole.
No. All righty, we got another trade here.
What's going on?
And this makes me think the Giants could have made a double trade to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Wow.
As the Green Bay Packers are trading veteran edge Preston Smith to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We do not know the pick package yet that the Packers are getting back. But Slayton and Azeez could have went to Green Bay or to Pittsburgh.
No, no details yet, but everybody has tweeted this. Is this like the big trade of the day? I didn't think Preston Smith was that good anymore.
Is he? I'm unfamiliar with Preston Smith's game at this point.
I only remember him, when Darius was the teammate in Green Bay.
He has 2.5 sacks this year. 19 tackles. 19 tackles. John Giant says, say it, Marsh. I knew it. What? Say what? Oh, funny.
Shout out to Bam Bam, $2 super chat. Cam Ward, neighbors, Tracy, just saying, listen, I'm all in.
Can someone say explosive?
So we have Rappaport, Pelissero, Schefter, Fowler, Jordan Schultz, Ari Merov, all tweeting out this Preston Smith trade. Thanks, guys.
I just tweeted out Slayton and Azeez to Pitt for a fourth would have been chills.
It would have been chills.
Oh.
The Giants could have pulled that off.
Hey, guys, I love y'all. It's the sports channel. Let's keep it pigskin today. I know everyone wants to talk about the trade deadline. Let's keep it trade deadline only in here today, please.
Yeah.
Have some respect for the platform that we have. I don't want to have to block people for talking about things that are going on outside of the trade deadline. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to Smitty. It's not fair to our jobs. Please, please, please.
I will not put any super chats up either that mention anything about it.
Yes. Thank you, Corinne. And Corinne, if you see anything politics related, just delete the chat for me if you could.
Appreciate it, Corinne.
Thank you, CTM. Thank you. Since we are going to be live for the next hour plus on today's show, I thought that since maybe the Giants aren't really going to make any moves that's going to stir anything up, I thought that maybe a 50-50 raffle would bring some fun. I want to put some money in the pockets of a Giants fan today. If you want to enter the 50-50 raffle, send a $10 Venmo or a $10 Cash App to Marshall Green _ on Venmo, Marsh G10 on Cash App. As soon as the trade deadline timer goes to 0, we will do a duck race.
All right.
We will do a duck race.
Listen, if somebody joins in the next 2.5 minutes, I'll enter the 50-50 raffle.
Wow.
I'll enter it.
I
I'm a
kinda
gambling
like
man.
that.
I'm a gambling man. I will enter the 50-50 if somebody enters in the next 2 minutes.
Greg Congdon says, I will not do any 50-50 today. Hey, you're allowed to do it as many times as you want. You won last time. You might win again.
Yeah, Greg. I mean, you already won once. It's 50-50. That means he loses this time.
Swaggy Key says, what's the reward? Whatever 50% of the total entries is. So if we get $100, $50 goes to the winner. If we get $500, $250 goes to the winner. It's
$10 to enter.
As John Nitty sends in a $10 cash app. So we got our first one in.
All right.
John Nitty. Shout out to my man. What up, Nitty? Right now, John Nitty's going to win the 50-50 raffle.
Yeah, not so fast.
When is the trade deadline? If I had to guess, I would say that the trade deadline is probably an hour and 21 minutes away. I have no idea, but I would guess that the trade deadline is an hour and 21 minutes and 30 seconds away. Just a guess. Kyle. Shout out to my man Kyle, who has entered the 50-50 raffle as well. Kyle Salvetti.
Let's go.
Shout out to Kyle. And then we got two people as well joining on Venmo.
Yeah.
We got Daniel McCoy. And we got Tyler Smith. Smitty.
I told you guys, if somebody joins in the first 2 minutes, I'll join it. And
Smitty's in.
And we got a yes or no on my message.
Absolutely.
Let's go. I'm in. If I win, I'm keeping it. You guys know how the duck race works.
It's only fair.
It's only fair. I can't cheat it. Like I shuffle the names up, press start once. What you guys see is the only time that we run it. If I win, I'm keeping the money.
That's good stuff. Reminder, you can enter as many times as you want. Every $10 gets you a duck on the pond.
So how many are in total?
We also got
now?
Christopher Reynolds. Christopher with a K. That's sophisticated. I'm not sure I've ever seen that. Christopher Reynolds.
Let's go.
And we got 5 people in, meaning someone's going home with $25 today. And that number will continue to grow.
Let's ride.
Greg Congdon says, I'm going to let someone else win today.
Okay. All right, Greg.
Greg, if I had your luck, I'd enter. I honestly might enter right now. Is there a way to Venmo myself $10?
Just send 10 more to whoever wins.
Might have to. Shout out to y'all. We got 5 people in. If you want to enter the 50-50 raffle, you want to have a chance to win some money today, enter at Venmo or Cash App. The handle is on both of those. Formula Red, what up, my guy? $5 super chat. Shout out to you, homie. Says, if we cut Jones and he signs to another team next year, does that team take some of or all the cap hit against the Giants? Great question. And no, it does not. Once the Giants cut Daniel Jones, they are responsible for his cap hit, and his contract is done.
Uh-oh.
Meaning that he can then sign anywhere, and they could do it, and it has no effect on the Giants. Once the Giants cut him, he is free to sign wherever he wants. He's free to sign any type of deal that he wants. Remember, if the Giants cut Daniel Jones after this year, they save $19.5 million. If they do not cut Daniel Jones, he has a cap hit of $41 million on this team. So it's either he's on the team for $41 million or he's off the team and you still have to pay him $20 million, but you save $20 million. So there will be some decisions made there by Joe Shane. 2 more people entering the duck race. Kevin Denmark, shout out to you, homie. And then Simeon Otero also in as well. Shout out to y'all. May the luck be in your favor.
So 35 now.
We're up to also we got Colin Swords in the building. We've got 8 people in, meaning someone's going to go home with $40.
Dude, Let's go.
It's a quick little come up. I might have to get in this piece. I always like it when a lot of people get in because seeing someone go home with some good coin is always cool.
With some breach.
My man Greg Compton went home with a Duffy last time.
I know. What do you got, like $400?
Over $400 did Greg Congdon go in. The biggest duck race we've ever done on this channel was week 1 of the 2023 season. My man Nick's Galaxy won over $850.
That's sick.
Imagine winning $850.
Just by watching a YouTube stream and sending in, what was it, $20, I'm assuming?
I think it was 10.
Wow.
I think it was 10 at that point.
160 people?
Dude, it was insane. And we had, that's when Rob Rod was Rob Rod. He would just send in $100 and be like, just throw this in there as well.
Oh.
He was unreal.
That's awesome.
The Giants did make a move today. Hadn't gotten really a chance to talk about it.
What do they do?
They released Nick McCloud. An interesting move by them. Nick McCloud has been released.
Does that mean they'll be signing another corner potentially?
I think so. As Marcus as well. Marcus Davalos, Davalos. Marcus Davalos? Marcus D.
Something like that.
Is in there as well. So we got 9 people in the duck race right now, which means the prize is up to 45 doll hairs. 45 doll hairs for somebody. And then Nicole O'Brien enters the duck race. Smitty, we are at half a stack, baby.
Oh, we got 10?
10 people in the duck race.
Nice.
Right now. Someone's going home with $50 if you want to enter. The directions are on screen. But Nick McCloud has been released by the New York Giants. I will go ahead and I'll tell them what someone said.
I just don't think that Nick McCloud was a terribly productive player. I don't think he was worth starting on this team. He's somebody who gave up a couple of big plays this past week, and I think we've seen enough from Nick McCloud to know that he's not going to be a part of this Giants team. His future. Yeah,
so kind of an interesting piece of this is the Giants asked Nick McCloud to take a pay cut. Mid-season. He's on a 1-year, $3 million deal. That was a restricted free agent tender that they had on him. This is what Dan Duggan says. The Giants are releasing Nick McCloud. This has been in the works for weeks as the team has been squeezing McCloud for a pay cut. The Giants gave McCloud the lowest restricted free agent tender. And the Giants stand to save $1.5 million by releasing McCloud. They essentially are saying that he is only a special teams player at this point, and they feel like that they can save a little bit of money and have someone else play that special team spot. Patricia Traina says the Giants needed salary cap space, which is why they let McCloud go after he reportedly rejected a pay cut. They obviously don't want to touch Daniel Jones's contract, which could open up all kinds of space.
I mean,
Giants have like $1.8 million in cap space right now.
They just said that they don't feel comfortable paying Nick McCloud money he's on his contract to play cornerback. So they would have felt better releasing him than him. And he didn't want to play on a pay cut to play special teams. That's what they viewed him as.
Kind of crazy.
Now he's jobless.
Hassan Lada is in the 50-50 raffle. Just got him in on Venmo. Shout out to you, Hassan. And then Michael Francis is also in the raffle. He sent in a 20. So Michael Francis has got 2 spots in the 50-50 raffle. So we're up to 13 people in.
This is dope.
Shout out to y'all. Francis says 10 for me. 10 for Marsh. No, Mike, I'm giving you 2 spots, Brody. I'm giving you 2 spots. That's awfully kind of you, man. But that's real. Shout out to you. You get 2 spots in the 50-50. 2 spots in the 50-50. May the odds be in your favor, my man. Shout out to you. Thanks for thinking of the kid. My man, Mike. Always a real one. 3rd season on the channel, Mike. That means something. That means something to me, Brody.
Let's go.
Shout out to you.
If you guys haven't yet, make sure you hit that thumbs up icon. A little over an hour away from the trade deadline. Giants, I don't know if they're going to make a move, but we're going to be here bringing you all the moves that are made. It was a 7th rounder going back to Green Bay for Preston Smith.
So they traded a 5th and a 7th for Preston Smith and Azeez Ojulari.
Yes.
I would have took a 5th and a 7th for Azeez Ojulari. Sorry. The Pittsburgh Steelers traded a 5th and a 7th for Mike Williams and Preston Smith.
Correct.
I would have accepted a 5th. Would you have accepted a 5th and a 7th for Ojulari and Slayton?
I want the 4th more than the 5th and the 7th.
I do too.
I think that was maybe that was the
maybe that's what Joe Shane countered with.
I don't know if Joe Shane was big brain enough to offer both of Slayton and Ojulari in the same deal.
No big brain Joe.
I don't think he was making the 200 IQ plays.
What's up, Bill? What up, King Cal? Shout out to y'all in the building. Over 700 people watching. We appreciate y'all. If everyone could take 2 seconds to hit that thumbs up icon, we would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Shout out to y'all. Nothing yet so far today, Bill. Jeremy Fowler of ESPN did report that the Steelers took a hard look at Darius Slayton before pulling the trigger on trading for Mike Williams. I don't know if that means that they were in talks. I don't know if that means that there was an offer made. But what we know is that the Steelers were interested in Darius Slayton before they made the move for Mike Williams.
I forget. Did you say you were trading a 6 for Darius Slayton?
I would trade a 6 for Darius Slayton because I'm not re-signing Darius Slayton. And unless it's for less than $8 million a year, I'm not re-signing Darius Slayton.
I don't think you're getting him for less than $8 million.
I don't either. Toxic Sushi. A first time super chatter for Toxic Sushi. We'll get to that in a second. We'll go to DM Forever. Forever Young. Shout out to DM Forever. Do you guys find Schefter... For the kids that don't know at home, Smitty, what is that word and what does it mean?
Okay. Sorry. First time super chat here, but I'll go back to DM Forever. DM Forever. Oh, gee, my goodness. I'm all over the place, guys. Here we go. All right. DM Forever. Do you guys find Schefter ethicalins?
He says ethical.
I mean, do you find them truthful? Yeah, I trust Schefter. I don't think that they willingly or notably report false info. How often do you think Schefter and these guys get stuff completely wrong? There are guys who do. And there's a reason that those guys aren't senior insiders at ESPN or the NFL. Schefter and Rappaport don't typically get things wrong.
Yeah. He says after the JPP thing, he went down in my standards.
Sorry, nope.
There are some things that Schefter has done that I don't think he's handled with the best tone. I don't think he's had great.
Yeah, there was that one thing that
we don't even say what it is, but there was some things that he's done that
it was the Dwayne Haskins thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some things that he's handled in poor taste.
But I don't think that he's a bad human.
No, I don't think he's a bad.
And
human.
I think he's always trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
He's
He's doing his job, and his job is to report, sports news to millions of people daily, 24 hours a day.
If you're asking me if I believe anything Schefter reports, I'm going to believe it. Because he's not making stuff up.
Yeah.
He's not making stuff up. It's kind of my take. Toxic Sushi, what up, man? Why does the team seem so hesitant to hit reset?
Winning a playoff game with Daniel Jones was the worst thing that could have happened to the Giants in the last 5 years. That is why. Might not be the sole reason, but if that game doesn't happen, this Giants roster at this point, barring the front four, looks a lot different. Still think they go make the move for Burns because they're probably in a better position to win right now than they would be, or than they are.
What would classify as hitting the reset button today?
Moving on from Jones.
More so trade deadline related, because I'm assuming that's what Toxic Sushi means.
I mean, hitting the reset button, like trading Thibodeau, maybe.
I don't even.
What is hitting the reset button? You don't really have a ton of players that move the needle. Like, you don't trade Malik Neighbors, you don't trade Dexter Lawrence. What is the reset button? The Giants are the worst record in the league.
Yeah, I'm a little confused. I think what you're trying to say is why have the Giants given Daniel Jones 6 years? I don't have a good answer for you.
Yeah.
If you're asking how much longer is Daniel Jones going to play before being benched, I thought once the Giants were 4 games under 500, I thought they would do it. He says fire Joe.
I mean, honestly, I kind of like this message kind of makes me think about back at Saquon Barkley last year. They didn't trade him when they knew the team was really going nowhere, and they knew they weren't going to pay him either, and they didn't decide to trade him then. So the Giants have this weird thing with maybe sticking around with talent too long and not making moves at the deadline and not getting future draft capital. Maybe that's what he's talking about. But the main thing is you have Daniel Jones under center, and it's year 6.
Yeah, and the Giants, let's call a spade here. They fired Ben McAdoo after 2 years. They fired Jason Garrett after 2 years, and they fired Joe Judge after 2 years. That's pretty quick to hit the reset button on 3. You had 3 coaches in 6 years. That's a reset button that you've hit pretty often. I don't think they hit the reset button soon enough on Dave Gettleman. I get it. Everyone's frustrated. We're not getting the results we want. The team's not playing up to the standard that the history of the New York Giants have set. John Thotty says, when does it just become your owner sucking? It's a great question. I think we all know the answer to that. Toxic says, in my opinion, keeping Jones was the only move last year. Either you get to pick one or you get to playoffs. But the lack of trades for talent is crazy. It's interesting. I don't necessarily think the Giants have necessarily... I mean, they just traded for Brian Burns. That's a pretty big trade.
It's... You know what I think about that trade is, like, you make that deal and you have Daniel Jones ready to start the following season. So they thought that making that deal with Brian Burns gets them closer to winning with Daniel Jones at quarterback.
I also think, though, that it was more than just a one-year move because he's 26 years old and you sign him to a 5-year contract extension.
Yeah, I guess maybe they knew that Daniel Jones isn't going to be the quarterback 5 years down the line.
I look at it as they saw a 26-year-old edge rusher that can affect games, and he still has at least 5 good more years. I think that was a long-term move, and I still think that was a hell of a move by Joe Schoen.
Yeah.
I think that was a hell of a move by Joe Schoen.
Do they don't have any? Do they have any future draft capital going out to Carolina?
Like
for next year? For this
I don't believe so. They essentially flipped Leonard Williams for Brian Burns.
Oh, and got Burns on a 5-year contract.
Yeah. I think that's one of the better moves Joe Schoen has made. I know we all want instant results. We all want to see a trade happen, and overnight we want the flour and the cookies to rise. But at the end of the day, has Joe Schoen been perfect? No. Has Joe Schoen made some very questionable moves? Absolutely. But I don't necessarily think of any moves where the Giants didn't make to acquire players is why you're in this spot.
Agreed.
I don't know. Neighbors, too nasty. Oh, for too nasty. First time super chatter. Shout out to my man, Too Nasty. What up, dog? Says, think the Commanders are contenders? Yeah, they're going to win the NFC East.
They honestly could be Commanders Lions in the NFC chip.
I've got the Commanders winning the NFC. Maybe the Eagles, but yeah, I think the move that they made to acquire Marshawn Lattimore was a power move, and that's a type of move you can make when your quarterback is good in his rookie year on a cheap contract for the next 4 years, and even a cheap contract for the next 5 years.
Who are the good teams that the Commanders have beat so far? They've beaten the Bears, they've beaten the Bengals, and I know their records aren't the greatest, but I think I would consider both of them to be good teams.
Giants twice.
I know they beat the Card. Did they beat the Cardinals?
I still, maybe it's just because I hate Washington and I always view them kind of as little bro.
You'll just never buy completely in.
Yeah.
They got a big one this week. Steelers.
Let's see how they play against Steelers. Like when the game ended and we went out into the office and we talked to the people from the Commanders channel here at Chat Sports, and like I was like, I just don't really think that
they got rolled by the Bucks. They got pretty sure they were handled pretty well the entire game against Baltimore.
Yeah.
It ended up being a 7-point game in the final, but I don't think it was that close throughout. Yeah, it was a 2-score game. So they might be a team that once they get to the postseason, true colors are revealed. Maybe when they play a team like the Eagles or the Lions or the Niners.
Like they were out there saying, man, they've got a great offense. It's like, do they?
They put up great numbers against bad defenses.
They're a good team. Commanders Steelers will be a good one, Greg.
Yeah.
It would.
Contrasting styles.
Do I think they are contenders? No, but I do think they have a chance to win the NFC East. And I said this, I don't remember if it was to Smitty or to Patrick Seaman yesterday. If I am in the NFC and I'm a wild card team, I want to play the Commanders in round 1.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to play the inexperience in round 1 for sure.
I do. Amir says, damn, you hating for real? Hey, bro, I'm just giving my opinion, man. If that makes me a hater, it makes me a hater. Pandemonium, what up, dog? Says, do you guys, thank you for the $5 super chat, bro. Do you guys think that Joe and Brian are on the same page? Like trading for Burns when you need that capital for a QB. Yes, I think that Brian Dable and Joe Shane are on the same page. I think that they are in lockstep. I think Dable was ready to move off Jones, but I think Joe Shane kind of said, we can't. Like, yeah, we could draft a quarterback. We could try. But once you pay that man $92 million guaranteed dollars, probably would have had to have been your guy. Maybe I don't know. But watching Hard Knocks showed me that those guys are on the same page. Brian Dable wanted to draft Malik Neighbors. They drafted Malik Neighbors. They came here together. They're both from Buffalo. Yeah, I do. I do think they're on the same page. I do.
Yeah.
What up, AW? Ajante Winder. I hope I said that right. If not, F me. Thank you, bro, for the $5 super chat. Says, what situation is better? How we've been in lower draft picks, or like the Bills do, good and make it
nowhere
and get it later? This can't be serious.
Yeah. I read it and I was like, do you know how fun it is to wake up in Buffalo for them every single week? They believe every week that they're going to win. They believe that every single season now with Josh Allen, after being perennial losers for the first 20 years of all my friends. I went to school near Buffalo. I know a ton of Bills fans. All my friends from college are Bills fans. They were losers. Not talked about, not referenced for the first 20 years of their existence. Didn't make the playoffs once with Tyrod Taylor. They're a perennial contender now. They win every Sunday. Josh Allen gives them a chance to win every Sunday. And they still get good players. Like, they've been in the AFC Championship multiple times. There's a chance they break through and win it all this year. They're going to have that chance every single day. The window for a Super Bowl for the Buffalo Bills is the next 15 years.
Yes, I would absolutely rather be the Bills than the Giants right now.
Think
Yes.
about the last 6 years for both teams. Think about the last 6 years. Would you rather be a Bills fan or a Giants fan?
Guys, the Giants are in a bad spot. Again, they are 2-6 for the 6th time in 7 years. They are 2-7 for the 5th time in the last 6 years, I believe. Something like that. Yeah, I'd much rather have the success that the Bills have had compared to the success the Giants have had.
In the last, what was it, 6 years? 6 years, you said the Giants have been 2-6. 6 out of the last 7 years.
6 out of the last 7 years, they have been 2-6.
Yeah, the
Or
Bills.
worse.
I think the Bills have been 6-2 in 6 out of the last 7 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd rather just watch good football.
agreed.
Auto Paradox says that should the Giants trade for Kenny Pickett? What's that going to do, brother?
No. No. Just play Drew Lock. Just play Drew Lock.
Drew Lock is as good, if not much better than Kenny Pickett.
And he's been here for 4 or 5 months.
Yep.
And he knows the playbook.
Yep.
Toxic Sushi. Why did we get nothing for McKinney? We are reportedly going to get a 4th-round compensatory pick for Xavier McKinney. And that's because Ben Bredesen is a full-time starter now for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he's really good. And he was not good for the Giants. But a 4th-round comp pick is supposedly coming the Giants' way in 2025 in the NFL draft. So that's what they're going to get.
Yep.
What's up, Mr. Rick? I didn't see you in the chat. What's going on? He says, DJ. LOL. Formula Red. I'm torn on a Shane. Yes, he's had a few good moves, but a lot of misses. Neal, Banks, Barkley, McKinney, Tibbs, sort of, and so on and so on. Yeah, look, there's no doubt about it that Joe Shane has had his fair share of misses. I put out a tweet yesterday, Smitty.
Yeah.
I want to ask Formula Red this personally. Formula Red, which one, this wouldn't even be possible. Mm-hmm. Let's say it's the exact same Giants roster right now, Formula Red, and that you added same exact roster, Formula Red. You kept Saquon Barkley on this team. What would the Giants' record be? If the Giants had Saquon Barkley for this entire season, and they still had Brian Burns, and they still had John Runyon, and they still had Jermaine Illuminor, which isn't possible, what would the Giants' record be with Saquon Barkley? I tweeted that out 2 days ago. Over 100 people responded. 90-plus people said the same or 3-6. It would be the same. Maybe 3-6. While you guys let me know your answers there, Smitty, we got to tell them again about Game Time. Shout out to our proud sponsor, Game Time. We're officially 54 minutes away from the 2024 NFL trade deadline. If you're looking for last-minute tickets to go watch your favorite teams, your favorite actors, or your favorite comedians perform, get your tickets at Game Time. Download the app, create an account, use the promo code ChatSports, and get $20 off your first purchase where terms do apply. It's the app where you get the best seats for the lowest prices guaranteed. And if you use these two features, all-in pricing and Game Time picks, you're going to get the best deal possible. Whether you want to go to an NFL game, whether you want to go to an NBA game, whether you want to buy concert tickets. I've done it multiple times, and I am always satisfied with the user experience that I have with Game Time. You get the best seats, for the best price guaranteed. You also get alerts when the seats are going on their best price. It's called a flash deal. So download the app, create an account, and use the promo code ChatSports, CHATSPORTS, and you'll get $20 off your first purchase where terms do apply. I think the Giants at best with Saquon Barkley would be 3-6. At best. I don't know. What do you think, Smitty?
With Saquon Barkley?
If you also had to, if you were illegally allowed to go over the salary cap and still have all the moves the Giants made this offseason, you added Saquon Barkley, what's their record?
Yeah, probably 3-6, right? It's not like the Giants had a spot before Tyron Tracy's little breakout the past couple of weeks. The Giants had atrocious run blocking. So without elite run blocking, Saquon Barkley doesn't do a whole lot for you.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think that much changes if Barkley's on this team.
A back juke isn't going to win you 4 more football games, or whatever it is. The
And
backwards hurdle.
I don't know. Marco Rodriguez says it'll definitely be more than 2 wins. So, like 3 wins? Or, like, are you saying 2 more wins than the Giants already have? Because, Smitty, what's the stat we just said? The Giants have been 2-6 or worse for what? 6 out of the last 7 seasons?
Saquon Barkley was a part of a lot of those seasons.
He was. And I don't always just want to talk about him, but, like, I don't know. We are doing a 50-50 raffle. We'll get to that in a second. Pandemonium says, besides Ward and Sanders, realistically, what are other rookies can come in and save Dable's job?
It's a good question.
If I had to say who my QB3 was, I don't know who it is. I really don't love any of the QBs outside of Cam Ward. I understand Shedeur Sanders is a really good player.
What would your reaction be if the Giants drafted Shedeur Sanders?
I'd be conflicted. I would be conflicted. I would be worried about the media, the hottest media market in sports, talking to Shedeur Sanders every day.
It'd be hard not to see a way where Deion Sanders doesn't have comments
every week. Yeah.
You'd be exhausted talking about Deion Sanders' comments every single week because you'd have to.
Yep.
It'd be in the Giants news cycle. What did Deion have to say this week about Shedeur?
Yep. I think as a football player, Shedeur Sanders is a top 10 pick in this draft. But there's a lot that comes with him, and I think he wants to go play for the Raiders. I think he wants to be in Las Vegas.
What would you say? Doesn't he tweet "Thank you, Lord" after every
time the Raiders have lost this year, he has tweeted out "Thank you, God." It is on Sunday. Maybe he's just doing it on Sundays, but
Isaac says, "Imagine if Ashton Genty was in the second round." I put Marjan to Genty a little bit this past week. We watched some tape and he is insane.
Uncle Tone says, no lie, Marsh. I hate how y'all downplay Barkley and what he did for us. DJ sucks, and somehow he just needs a line. Uncle Tone, what would the Giants' record be if Saquon Barkley was on this team this year? None of this has to do anything with the player that Saquon Barkley is. It's more so how much does impact does a running back have? Guys, let's not forget the Giants were awful with Saquon Barkley, too, outside of one season.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like even when Daniel Jones was hurt, like Saquon Barkley transformed things either.
No.
So it's not, regardless of whether or not Jones is back there, Saquon's not netting you a ton of wins.
Both can be true. Also, Uncle Tone, Daniel Jones is bad and Saquon Barkley doesn't improve the win-loss column all that much for the Giants. He said we definitely have more than 3 wins. Our O-line got better. Well, you only have 2 wins. So you're telling me that Saquon Barkley would have added 2 wins to this team this year? What games is Saquon Barkley winning for the New York Giants that they lost?
It's so funny because, like...
And also, like, Smitty, if we want to keep it into a realistic realm, you wouldn't have Brian Burns. Or maybe you do. Or maybe you wouldn't have John Runyon. Or maybe you wouldn't have Jermaine Illuminor.
So another part of this team suffers if you keep Saquon Barkley. And your record, honestly, probably doesn't change at all.
I don't think your record changes at all if Saquon Barkley's on this team.
Tyrone Tracy's had a couple of games with 100-plus scrimmage yards this year.
Yep.
Saquon Barkley's going to pop in and have those same games. And he's also going to have the games that Tyrone Tracy doesn't produce a ton. Or Devin Singletary doesn't produce a ton because the talent around him isn't all that great. Like, Saquon Barkley is a player that affects winning on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep. He's the cherry on top.
He helps them a lot more than their running back situation did last year.
And even then, like, DeAndre Swift was really good for them.
Yep. DeAndre Swift had a ton of great games.
Yeah.
We are running a 50-50 raffle. Venmo and Cash App only, $10 to enter. You see the instructions on screen.
Nobody else has entered at this point, so we're all caught up there. We've got 13 people. Uncle Tone, they added a starting left guard in John Runyon. They added a starting right tackle in Jermaine Illuminor, and they traded for Brian Burns. Like, that's a pretty good way to respond after losing Barkley, in my opinion.
You think Illuminor sticks around?
He's on a 2-year deal.
Oh, he's on a 2-year deal?
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens after next year. I like him.
First couple weeks of the season, the Giants' pass pro was very good.
Yeah.
That's really when we were upset with Daniel Jones the most, is because he had good protection and was so awful.
Yeah, but without Andrew Thomas.
Yeah, you suffer. I mean, we thought Zudu probably is worse, but there were some plays. Chris Hubbard was getting attacked.
Brutal.
Assaulted. DM Forever.
Forever young. What up, DM Forever?
Gettleman has set this franchise back a decade. Did Dave Gettleman give Daniel Jones $92 million?
Yeah, look, I don't think Dave Gettleman was a good GM either, but I can't agree with that either, DM Forever. As many bad moves as Gettleman made, he did have some really good moves, like trading Odell Beckham for Dexter Lawrence. Mike Garafolo is reporting that the New York Giants are keeping Azeez Ojulari, saying barring a significant pivot by 4 p.m. Eastern, the Giants will retain Ojulari. As we popped it up on screen, shout out to Smitty, says they'd made it clear that they weren't going to give him away and hold him firm. Ojulari, 6 sacks, too short of his career high, now heads down the home stretch of his contract. Can we change that to night mode? Because that white light is killing the eyes. No, yeah, I thought since we didn't have socials this year, that would be the best idea. He's got to make sure it doesn't auto-play on. I kind of thought so, too. It's always your fault. I like this looks here, Smitty. We even got a white box around it. This looks good. Look at Smitty making it happen.
Dirty.
Everyone type Smitty in the chat.
Dirty.
Shout out to Smitty. But yeah, news here. You know what that tells me? We didn't like any of the. There's 44 minutes left until the deadline. Mike, let them know that the offers they're offering aren't good enough.
Yep, I guess so.
I just quote tweeted and said, up your offers. In a quote, Joe Shane. Oh, baby, the Bush Kid. A $25 Venmo that gets him 2 spots into the 50-50 raffle. Shout out to the Bush Kid.
Let's go.
The Bush Kid sending in a $25 Venmo, says, as my phone is slow to load, says, Marsh, please bench DJ and Joe. Oh, I'm hoping that they bench Daniel Jones, man. Like, Rob Simpy said, what's up, Rob Simpy? What's the chat board for today? I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Maybe you should talk about Super Chat menu? We're just doing the 50-50 raffle today.
Yeah. Look, if someone we'll do $50 shotguns. I brought some beers in here. I didn't know if we wanted to party today. We're doing a 50-50 raffle, if that's what you're asking. He said Smitty is on it. Well, Smitty's way smarter than me. He actually graduated from high school, so shout out to him.
What?
Oh, man. DM forever. Sorry, Seltzer, bro. DM Forever's been kind of on our neck today.
DM Forever.
I kind of like the pressure.
I was just saying,
bringing.
hold us to a high standard, so I do appreciate it.
Rob Simpy, I'm down to party. We haven't partied in a while. Me and you haven't partied in a while, Rob Simpy. DM Forever says, I like you guys. We like you too. And keep bringing the heat. Keep bringing the heat. This is the kitchen. We can welcome the heat. What do y'all think of this, though? Do you think the Giants should trade or keep Azeez Ojulari? Type K for keep. Type T for trade. Let me know your thoughts. Welcome, bro. A lot of K's, some T's. King Cal says keep. So if you're keeping him, you're going to pay him what it takes to re-sign him in free agency too, I'm assuming? That was legendary. Which, by the way, that should be either being shipped soon or arriving soon. Shipping department is we're working on it here at Chat Sports. Cha says pay the guy. Yeah, look, I don't love seeing good players continuously leave, but what I would say is paying an edge through, and y'all are going to hate me for this. Paying an edge 3 is a luxurious position to pay. The Giants have holes at other premium positions that I think that they could allocate those dollars a little bit better. But, man, if they find a way to keep Ojulari, like, I'm not going to be mad at that at all, and I'll be happy about it. I think anyone that has watched this channel for a while knows that I'm a big fan of Azeez Ojulari. But, like, let's say Alfredo says we already hate you. I know. Everyone hates Marshall. I'm used to it. Like, say Ojulari costs $10 million. Would I rather have a $10 million Azeez Ojulari, or would I rather have a $10 million defensive tackle that could play and start for you and cause havoc next to Dexter Lawrence? Both can be done. Both can be done. Someone says I'd rather have Azeez. Ain't nobody mad at you. I'll say this, though. I'll say this. If you don't trade Azeez Ojulari and then you do not sign him, Knicks fan, ads, bro. Yep, this is my job. This is my career. We're going to have ads on the video because that's how we get paid. If people have problems with that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Buy YouTube Premium. I don't know, man. I don't know what you want me to do. We got another trade here, Smitty. The Rams are sending Tre'Davious White to the Ravens.
Whoa.
The Ravens are acquiring Tre'Davious White from the Rams. Pandemonium. So we agreed that Dable needs to go now, or it's another 3 years of. I do not agree with that. I actually quit flipping burgers, and now I make burritos. Because when Evan Neal called me a burger flipper, I got embarrassed, so I switched to becoming a burrito roller.
Let's go.
And now I do this for fun. I spend 60 hours a week at Chat Sports for fun. It's a hobby. We're hobbyists.
Yep. We do it for fun. Love of the game.
I'm so conflicted on Brian Dable, man. I really am. Because in my brain, I do believe that he can be a good head coach. I do believe that. But I have questioned a lot of things he's done. Yeah, some people say his play calling sucks. I would hate to see the Giants fire Brian Dable and he go be successful elsewhere because we didn't give him the tools necessary to be effective. I worry about him as a CEO of a football team and some of the. Rob Simpy says, let's make a deal. I'll go 100, but you have to split. I'll send this to him right now. Rob. Is Tom doing the main coverage? Rob, if you're able to do it on Venmo, do it on Venmo, though. That way you can get entered in the 50-50 raffle as well. We'll get you a ticket on that as well. Let me see what Tom Downey says. He says, okay. He says, okay. I also got a beer shotgun for you.
Let's go.
I just lost my train of thought there. A. Rivera, we're getting through all super chats right now. Stick with us. A lot just came in. Give us a sec. Neighbors Too Nasty says, is Shiloh Sanders even getting drafted? Would you even? No.
Shiloh Sanders stinks.
I have no interest in Shiloh Sanders.
I think Dion even knows that Shiloh Sanders is not a great football player. Nicole O'Brien, $5 super chat. What up? Says, what do you think about Dylan Gabriel? I really like him. Seems like a really good college quarterback. Not a really great pro kind of player. A lot of dink and dunk for Dylan Gabriel. Always has great receivers. I don't know. Been in college forever too. Has never been highly touted as a potential draft prospect, but maybe they're the number one team in the country. If he wins the national title, he's for sure going to get first round draft buzz.
I gotta watch more on Gabriel.
Yeah,
I gotta watch more on Gabriel.
He's honestly an underrated athlete as well. Can really he can move.
Nicole, I'll watch more film on him because I don't want to. Smitty's watched more on him so he can give you a better opinion. Let me watch some more film on him, Nicole, and then I will get a better answer for you. But I co-sign everything Smitty just said. Rob Simpy. My man sent in 2. He sent in 2. We got Smitty. Load up the Vinny because we got a double bang coming in from the one, the only. We got a 3-point goal. Rob Simpy. Bang! Bang! Give me some RS's in the chat. Woo! Give me some RS's in the chat. Rob Simpy, the GOAT. Bah, bah. Rob Simpy, a legend. I got a shotgun coming up for Simpy. Shout out to you. I have let Tom Downey know as well. He said he's got you. Shout out to the Bush Kid. What up, Bush Kid?
The Bush Kid. Rob Simpy. Setting the tone. So what does that put us at for the 50-50? Is all that going to Rob Simpy on the 50-50?
I don't know if there's a T-Can Sam over there.
There is a T-Can Sam over here.
I think we got to give him 10 entries.
Oh boy.
Or what do we do here? What do we think the play is?
Rob Simpy would then have like a 50-50 chance to win the 50-50.
Yeah.
Should we let Rob Simpy decide?
What is a fair way to do that? I mean, he technically we said you could enter multiple times.
We did say that.
We did say that. I got to burp again.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Excuse me.
Let's answer these other super chats, and then
I think we got to go 1-1.
I think we got to go one to one here.
I think we got to go 1-1. That's what we said. You can get as many spots as you want.
All right.
I'm giving him 10 spots.
All right. Rob Simpy.
No, Rob says give me 2. No, you get 10, Rob Simpy.
Oh, Rob Simpy. He's going to win, baby. Yeah, I'll take my 1 duck over Rob Simpy's 10, let me tell you.
You got trust in your duck?
I got trust in my duck.
There we go. That means that we have 25 entries into the 50-50 raffle. And Rob Simpy's got 10 of them.
125 going to the winner.
And a couple of people request me as friends on here. I worked it out with Tom, Rob Simpy. He said 10. Give him 10 on this channel. Are they doing something like that on that channel? I'm not sure. But 50 will go to chat. They all go to Chat Sports. I hope you guys don't think that these go in my pocket. It goes back into the channel to support the channel. But yes, it's all going towards Chat Sports. 50 from Giants now, 50 from Chat Sports as the main umbrella. Shout out to Rob Simpy.
Let's go, Rob Simpy.
Mike G. Mikey G. Mike X Mikey G. $10 super chat. Shout out to you, Brody. Says, happy trade deadline, boys. And thanks for distracting me from this meeting. Has Drew Lock been given the chance to actually compete for the spot? No. Drew Lock has not gotten the opportunity to compete for the spot.
Nope. It's a shame.
It is. It is a shame because you paid him $5 million. You paid him $5 million. Should probably give him a chance to play after you're 2-7. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Michael Pinto says pay him and let Kayvon walk. So we're going to have a bust at pick number 7, Smitty, and we're going to let number 5 walk. That's what we're going to do? That sounds like a great way to build a team, guys.
Yeah.
I just disagree. Kayvon thinks he is a lot better than what he actually is, and he's going to want a lot more than what he is worth, in my opinion. Well, luckily for the Giants, Kayvon Thibodeau still has 2 years left on his rookie contract after this year. So I don't think it's smart to let Kayvon Thibodeau walk. You got to start signing some of these young guys to second contracts. As Nicholas S. has entered the 50-50 raffle as well. Up to 26 entrants over there. And then we got Dylan Tovey entering on Cash App. We're up to 27 entrants as well. So someone's going home with $135 today.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. DM Forever says, what's worse, Chiefs, refs, or Michael Thomas? The refs for the Chiefs.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Chiefs. The refs are always in the Chiefs' pocket.
Pandemonium with a 5.
Says DJ is here because he's better than any of the QBs after the first. I respectfully disagree. I would just rather not pay Daniel Jones $41 million next year.
Yep.
Save the $20 million and commit to the reset. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't necessarily agree with that. What's up, A. Rivera? What are we doing at corner? I don't think the Giants are trading for anybody. I don't think the Giants are trading for anybody. And as we're 27 minutes away, Justin Robles, who are you chirping at in the chat, man? Paul says report Panthers are keeping Bryce Young. I don't know. Toxic Susie says my super chat. What happened to your super chat? Says, what would you give for the number 1 pick in Cam Ward? We did skip that one.
No, we did. I had it up for a second, but
maybe I didn't see it.
It's all good. We'll
hey, Rivera, I appreciate the question, homie. Just sports on this channel, though. Respectfully, just sports on this channel. I
can't do it.
Yeah, can't do it. Appreciate you for respecting that, bro. Appreciate that for real. What would you give for the number 1 pick in Cam Ward? Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Hopefully the Giants just get that pick because they're that bad. You have the worst record in the NFL right now.
I think the issue is that the teams you'll be competing with for the number 1 spot are also going to be looking at Cam Ward. And Cam Ward's probably going to go number 1 overall in this draft.
Think so.
If the Raiders have the number 1 pick, if the Raiders have the number 1 pick, they might take Shedeur.
I think they are. As DJ AJ enters the 50-50 raffle. Shout out to you, DJ AJ.
Is that the only hope that the Raiders get the number 1 pick and take Shedeur? Because I think any other team. All right.
I have Tankathon pulled up.
Tell me the top 6 teams, and then the Giants are 7.
Pull it up on there.
I will pull it up on there.
Maybe it'll be cropped enough to.
It probably should be. It is. Where is it? Here we go.
All righty. Hop up on screen. This is the draft order if the draft was tomorrow. If the draft was tomorrow, the New York Giants are picking at the 7th spot.
Correct.
Let's say they pick 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Pick number 1, the New England Patriots. Let's assume everyone sticks and picks.
Yep.
They're not taking a quarterback.
They're not.
They just drafted Drake May.
Drake May looks pretty good.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
They just paid Trevor Lawrence.
They're not taking a quarterback.
Nope.
New Orleans could take a quarterback.
Could take a quarterback.
Probably take a quarterback. Maybe no.
You know what? Let's say for the sake, they take a quarterback.
Okay. Saints are taking a quarterback. Carolina. Are they taking a quarterback?
100%.
Okay. That's 2. Cleveland. Are they taking a quarterback?
Yep.
Taking a quarterback. Las Vegas.
Yep.
The New York Giants.
Yep. You're competing with 5. It's a 5-team race.
But it's not just that, Smitty. Miami. Are they taking a quarterback? They've got 2 wins. I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say no.
Tennessee.
Yep.
Is there any other 2-win teams? That's it.
That's it, but.
Of the 9 2-win teams, 6 of them need a quarterback.
So only 2 teams. The Jets probably would not, but.
Maybe.
There are 4 teams ahead of you currently that will take a quarterback guaranteed.
Yeah. King Cal says Saints took Spencer last year.
I don't give a rat's ass.
Yeah, no, I hear you, but I don't think that Spencer Rattler is going to hold them up from not drafting a quarterback if they fall in love with one. Maybe if Spencer Rattler was a second-round pick or a third-round pick, I think he went in the fifth round.
Yeah, he was a fourth rounder.
Fourth round,
Yeah, I believe.
and I like Spencer Rattler, but I don't think if they fall in love with, say, Cam Ward or Shador Sanders or Garrett Nussmeier or any of Jackson Dart, whoever it is.
There's a world where Jackson Dart goes in the first round, and I don't want to live in that world where the Giants have that make that decision. There is, I think the Saints could take Shador. I think there have been rumors about that. Man, this isn't a great scenario. I mean, the Giants have a favorable schedule the rest of the year. This Panthers game can decide a lot. I'm not saying I'm rooting for the Giants to lose.
As a check your slack there.
Okay.
I will never ever root for the Giants to lose. But I'm not going to be mad going forward if they do lose.
Oh yeah.
I've been mad for every loss this year. It has hurt. I am heartbroken by this season yet again. I will not be mad at losses going. I'm lying. I will be mad at losses going forward because that's just who I am. I'm a winner and I want to win and I always want to see this team be the best they can. But I understand what losing is going to do for this team going forward. But I can't necessarily root for the Giants to not be successful. And, I'm not going to be like, come on, Panthers, score. I personally can't do that. But I'm also not going to be, hopefully, which I will, be upset, heartbroken, miserable, emotional, or upset Marshall when they lose. Because at this point, it just is. It is what it is.
Yep.
As Smitty, we got a 3-point goal. Oscar Bermudez! Bang! Bang! Woo! Oscar Bermudez, reveal yourself in the chat. Who is Oscar Bermudez?
Unbelievable.
I don't know if I've seen. Jake says that's me. Is it? Is it? I need Oscar Bermudez to let me know who he is.
So are we at 200? The winner gets 200 now?
I got to add Oscar Bermudez 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We are up to 40 entries into the duck race. Oscar! Let me ask him.
40 entries?
40 entries, which means the winner is going to get 200.
Yeah, okay. Shout out Oscar Bermudez.
I just commented on the transaction on Venmo, Oscar.
What is your YouTube name? We want to show you some love.
Oh, there he is. Well, I says Oduek Appa says, I am here, Oscar Bermudez.
Let's go.
All righty. Shout out to you. I hope that's him, and I hope nobody's being mean. Oscar, though, comment back on our transaction on Venmo. You should be able to comment back. I just want to double check that it is you.
Shout out to you, Oscar.
But that's where we're at. That's where we're at. I got another beer shotgun for Oscar.
Look, we got to get a race.
Let's race it.
Let's race him.
Let's race it for Oscar.
Let's go, man.
Also, shout out to Michael. Michael V. I'm going to botch your last name. Stand with me. Vinchoxi. Vinchowski? Yeah. Michael Vinchowski. My man, $20 Venmo. That's going to get 2 more entries. He says Michael V is cool. My bad. Bro, I'm an airhead. I'm sorry, brother. All right, that is him. Purple is him. My man Oscar. Thank you, brother. Thank you. That's awesome, bro. Good luck to you in the raffle or in the duck race. Michael V. Michael V. Are you doomed on the melon?
I am doomed.
I honestly. Oh, that's a doom.
So you want to switch?
Yes, I want to switch.
Okay, so just poke the hole now and put the doom back in here.
The pineapple is the worst one in my opinion.
I like this better than watermelon.
Really? All righty. Jay Liv, what up, man? What'd you say, Brody? Got a lot going on. Oscar B says, love the show. Oscar, we love you, man. Thank you for supporting the show, man. The fact that people are still showing up and the season is where it's at, that means a lot. Smitty looked like a dad at a BBQ.
My hair is bad today. I gotta get a cut.
Cheers, Brody.
Cheers.
Ah. Spilled a little on my shirt.
Woo!
I probably don't know if you could see it because it's a black shirt, but I got a little spillage. Fuck. Sorry. Jesus. It will be. This is better than a no bull tea. Sorry, guys. Justin says, yes, it's noticeable. Well, Justin, you know what? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. My man, the Bush Kid, coming in with another $20 Venmo. Shout out to the Bush Kid. That gets him 2 more entries into the duck race. You got a shot. Well, you got a chance to win $220 now. We're up to 44 entrants. What's up, Jennifer Tingle? Bush Kid says, Marsh, didn't Brian Dumb Dable force Eli retirement? But no, that wasn't Dable. That was Ben McAdoo. Oh my God, this is bad. This is so bad. I apologize. That was McAdoo. Yeah, that was McAdoo. That was not Dable. Oh, Bill, the grape happy dad is a doom. Grape and pineapple is the worst. Rob Simpy, you are Spark. Bush Kid, no, that was McAdoo. That was not Dable. No. I am still not over Ben McAdoo benching Eli Manning. Still. Unbelievable. So we got Michael V, who sent in a 20. We got the Bush Kid, who sent in a 20 as well. Looks like we're all caught up on the raffle or the 50-50 duck race. Gilly says, don't want to hear that tank word. Fate decides. Yeah. I don't think
done so well for the Giants in the years they've been bad. They've one time the Fate had them, they took this running back. There was 4 quarterbacks taken in that draft. 2 of them are going to be Hall of Famers, and the Giants took 6.
Who's the second?
Josh Allen and Lamar.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was that draft.
Now, to be fair, Lamar was picked at the end of the round. Lamar was blackballed before that draft. He was talking about as like a wide receiver, and he's a 2-time MVP.
Yeah.
So, fate has not done well for the Giants in terms of draft position. And to be honest, draft selection. I think Daniel Jones is 6.
I know some people are going to want the Giants to tank. Some people say you can't tank. I'll say this. Giants are losing enough right now, and I don't think they need to try to lose anymore.
Yep.
I
Daniel Jones gives them the best chance to win. Brian, they have the worst record in the league.
Again. Unbelievable.
I really do like Dable. I don't know. I told you guys I went to school out by Buffalo. I got buddies who went to school with Dable's son, so I'm a Dable fan. Been a fan of his when he was with the Bills, and when he became the Giants head coach.
You know his son?
Yeah.
Cool guy?
Cool guy. Yep.
Is he same age as you?
Yeah, same age as me. Yep. Humble guy.
Do you know him from high school?
He went to high school with my college buddies.
Oh, that's dope.
So yeah, he got us on playing Fortnite one time with Tua and Talia.
Really?
Yeah, because Dable was the OC at Alabama. When
That's funny.
Tua and Talia were there. So, yeah, no, Dable's a good guy. Another friend of my college buddies is actually the Dable's nanny. So, a couple of my college friends have like been on the field at Giants games and whatnot. The Dables are good people. So, I've always been a Dable guy, and I really want to see him succeed with the Giants. But he's got to know that Daniel Jones is not giving him the best chance to win.
He's lying.
He's lying, and it's unfortunate because like next year, I think his actions will speak to the fact that Daniel Jones did not give him the best chance to win. I think he is going to turn the ship around. Hopefully, he's given the chance to do so. 2025 and 2026, and Marshall has said that multiple times over the past couple weeks. That is what we hope is the plan.
Yeah.
Speaking of 25 and 26,
shout out to Edwin. I just hit your slack again.
Baby.
Says, is Cam Ward your number one QB in both 2025 and potentially the 2026 draft? If not, who would you take, Manning or Beck? Edwin, Mr. Rick, send it to me at Marshall Green _. At Marshall Green _. And we'll give us 5 seconds, and we'll put the instructions on screen. I have Cam Ward as QB1 in 2025. I can't worry about 2026 because I don't even know who's going to be there.
Yep.
We haven't seen Cooper Arch Manning play a full season, so I can't have him ranked above Cam Ward. If Cam Ward is on the board when the Giants are on the clock, you run up there, you submit the card, you make the pick, and you pop champagne and celebrate that you got a guy that can uplift your franchise.
Yep.
It can't always be next year. Can't always be next year. Go do it now. Go do it now.
You know what makes me want to pop champagne? Oscar.
'Cause we got a 3-point goal. Oscar Bermudez! Bang! Give me some OBs in the chat.
Oh, my goodness.
Oscar Bermudez is bringing the boom.
That's what he do.
He brings the boom.
He brings the boom to
you. Shout out to Oscar Bermudez. Smitty, he's loading up on ducks.
I'm sick to my stomach. I got to go against 52 ducks. I've never been in one of these duck races before. I decided, since we're doing a fun trade deadline show today, I'm going to get involved. Now there's 53 ducks I got to play against.
Oscar Bermudez. Smitty, we got another beer shotgun for Oscar.
Oh, boy.
He sent in an 8-ball.
An 8-ball? Uh-oh.
Cruz down the sideline.
Oh, yeah. It's 3rd and 11 on the 1-yard line, keep in mind. The opposite 1-yard line, backed up by Christmas Eve. Manning drops back to pass. It's caught by Cruz, who breaks free. Down the sideline. One man to beat. Cruz, 99 yards, tying an NFL record. That was one of my better Kennys right there.
I think going forward, when we get $100 super chat, it's down the sideline, $100 super chat.
$100 super chat, tying an NFL record.
Who's going to be the first person to send in 100 and get the new call for the $100 super chat? Oh my gosh.
I'm not missing out, Rob Simpy. I'm in the duck race today, but I only got one duck. I can't afford 2 ducks.
You know who has 2 ducks?
Who's that?
Mrs. Cha! Mrs. Cha sends in a $20 Venmo. She's got 2 ducks on the pond. We're up to 54 ducks
Unbelievable.
in the pond. And the Cha family, they've got 2. No, these are both for you, Mrs. Cha. 2 for Miss Cha, none for Mr. Cha. It's going to you. It's going to you. Nicholas says you only need 1 duck. Hey, to get in the game, you need 1 duck. That is true. That is true. I just got a $10 Cash App from Eric as well. He said Cruz, 99 yards. Eric Cruz, first person. LOL, that's my life, says Mr. Rick. I love that. I love that. First person to send in the 100, though, is getting their name in the Cruz call. That's going to be electric. Oh, my Lord.
Let's go.
Shout out to y'all.
Shout out Kenny Albert.
We also got a Righteous Life Media sending in a $20 Cash App. Righteous Life Media. Get 2 spots in. So we're up to 57. 57.
My goodness.
57 entries. And then Kevin Denmark gets a duck on the pond. We're up to 58 entries. 58 entries.
Moose Prod saying keep Azeez, please. The Giants are keeping Azeez Ojulari.
Yep. It doesn't sound like the Giants are going to be making any trades. Reminder, the 50-50 raffle ends once this clock gets to zeros. Once this clock gets to zeros, we're going to tell the Ducks to race. Tell the Ducks to race. All righty, Smitty, let's run through these super chats real quick that are coming in.
Yep.
Samuel Valestine says, Marsh, I'm a true big Blue Giants fan, but winning meaningless games with no playoff berth at this point is detrimental to this org at this point. We need change. Hey, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. And I'm not going to be mad at anyone that wants his team to lose games. I just personally cannot wake up on a Sunday and root for the Giants to lose. But I understand what losses does do for this team. We're on the same page, Samuel. We're on the same page. Thank you for supporting the channel. Shane says DJ is a good QB. O-line gives him no time to throw. We're just going to agree to disagree.
We've said our piece about this enough.
Yeah. We're going to agree to disagree. I appreciate your thoughts. I appreciate the support. I just don't agree. I just don't agree at this point. Nicholas, Bill B to the rescue. Shane and Dave's out. I don't know. I'm not sure John Mayer probably liked Bill Belichick going on the Pat McAfee show and ripping his organization.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Looks like that may have at least closed some doors, not locked them, but definitely closed some doors for the time being.
Agreed. I'm sure he didn't like that. Pandemonium.
Smitty, you are banned from any Dable convo. The only way Dable is going to succeed is if he hires the Bills OC. Interesting because the Bills had an OC after Dable that they had to fire to have further success. Joe Brady, their offense coordinator now, has not been in the job since Brian Dable has left. They had and I literally just had his name in my head, and Ken Dorsey for a while, and he fizzled out pretty quickly there. So Brian Dable had a ton of success with the Bills. I think he can still run a competent offense, and I know I'm saying all this after you said I'm banned from any Dable convo, but I've watched the guy coach for a long time, and I really do think he can lead an organization. Bill Belichick has we were all talking about Belichick. Like, Belichick's had high praise for Dable, said he could coach offense and defense, the only guy in the league that can do so. I like Dable, and I think that he can be this team's coach for a long time. Just got to give him a chance. There's only one constant in a head coach, GM, quarterback league. Only constant for the Giants has been quarterback for the past 6 years. Been 2-6 in 6 out of the last 7. Wonder Boy Projects, $5 super chat. Here's my opinion: the Giants must have one of the best fan bases in the NFL. They do, because they are honest and they display their feelings on Sundays when there's not a lot of fans left in the seats in blowouts, when there's not a lot of fans to begin with in meaningless games down the stretch of the season. So fill the stadium week after week and cheer for our boys. Go Giants. Shout out to you. Thank you, Wonderboard Projects, for the $5 super chat.
As Josina Anderson says, there's nothing going on with the Giants as we're 2 minutes away from the deadline coming and going.
I got that one coming up.
All right, we had a couple of Venmos and Cash Apps come in.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Shout out to, I don't remember who the last one we did, Miss Cha. Eric, we got you in there. Righteous Life Media, we got you in there 3 times. Kevin Denmark, we got you in there. Lil B, we got you in there. And we also got
a couple of
$100 Venmo from Rory Collins.
Caught by Collins, who breaks free down the sideline. $100 super chat. Rory Collins tying a stream record.
We saw that. Rory Collins. Bang! He breaks free.
Rory Collins, who breaks free. One man to beat, but his name is Michael Guglielmo, who also breaks free down the sideline. $100 Venmo, tying a stream record.
Michael Guglielmo and Rory Collins back-to-back 100-yard.
100-yard super chats, Venmos, however you want to call it. I'm Kenny Albert here, and I'm bringing the boom.
Can we get a double? Collins and Guglielmo break free.
The Giants backed up on their own 1, 3rd and 11. Caught by Collins and Guglielmo, who break free down the sideline. One man to beat. Collins and Guglielmo tying an NFL record.
Oh, shit, that cracks me up,
Let's
man.
go, baby.
Shout out to Michael and shout out. Well, I am crying laughing to Rory Collins. Both of y'all are in the 50-50 raffle. And Smitty, we're up to 80 ducks on the pond.
Why? There are 80 ducks on the pond.
80 ducks on the pond.
Oh, my God.
Guglielmo and Collins break free.
And they hit the salsa to celebrate.
Oh, my head hurts.
I'm going to watch
laughter.
it real quick so I can get the actual official verbiage down for the next time somebody sends in 100.
And then Nicholas S. back again with a $10 Venmo. He is in.
So we're at 80.
81 entries.
Okay. So
81 entries.
The winner's going home with $405.
Winner's going home with $405.
This is going to be bigger than the last one we did.
How much time do we got left? Well, it's 3 o'clock, baby.
Giants didn't make any moves.
The NFL trade deadline has come and gone, and the New York Giants did not make a move. No moves for the Giants. Slayton here, Ojulari here, no trades. Oh, baby, Pedro Chacon, a $60 Cash App. He gets 6 ducks on the pond.
I think now it's officially bigger than our Sundays 50-50.
We have
raffle.
87 people in. 87 entries. Pedro, you're in. Righteous Life Media. Send me a DM on Twitter. Send me a DM on Twitter, Righteous Life Media. All right, we're all caught up on everybody in the raffle. We're up to 87 entries. 87 entries. You got the call mastered now?
I got the call mastered now. Yeah.
Next $100 super chat, Smitty's got another call for you.
Call.
Next $100 super chat, Smitty's got another call of Cruz down the sideline, setting an NFL record. Yeah, Rob Simpy. Yep, we'll do this, Smitty. Put 5 minutes on the clock.
Oh.
Final call for the 50-50 raffle. 5 minutes on the clock. Hard stop. Smitty's going to put it up on screen. So CBJ, number one fan, yes, you could still enter. The Rising Sun says, what happened? Nothing. Nothing.
Timer's up. Edward Lynch, unfortunately, it's only Venmo. Only Venmo or Cash App.
Edward Lynch, $5 super chat. Thank you to you. Says, raffle me, boys. The only reason that we can't have super chats go into the raffle for the 50-50 is because that money gets sent to YouTube and then that gets sent to us months later. Whereas when it's in my Cash App and Venmo, I can send it back to you immediately. So unfortunately, Edward, it has to be a Venmo or a Cash App to enter the 50-50 raffle.
Yep.
I apologize if I did not explain that thoroughly. That's on me. I should have explained that better. Unfortunately, we do not do Zelle because I don't really feel comfortable giving out my phone number. Not because I don't love y'all, but I think we all understand why. But it is Cash App and Venmo only. And it's $10. $10 to enter the 50-50 raffle.
Yep. Pandemonium with a 5. Smitty, what happened to Colt McCoy, Brady Quinn, Matt Castle, Jalen Hurts? Are we talking about like guys who are really good in college?
Yeah, I don't understand this here.
I don't know. Like, is this because of my Dylan Gabriel comment about if he wins a national championship or appears in a national championship and plays really well, like, then he's gonna get first round buzz? I never said he'd be a good pro. I actually said he wouldn't be. But I mean, Colt McCoy has won a game for the Giants. Colt McCoy has a better performance than Daniel Jones does over the past couple of years for the Giants.
At Marshall Green underscore CBJ. At Marshall Green underscore.
Let me keep this. Oh, do I have? All right. Edward Lynch said we bleed blue every week no matter what. Shout out to you, Edward Lynch. Appreciate you. Sorry we couldn't get you in the raffle, but
shout out to you, Brody. I'm sorry. Yeah, it just got to be Venmo or Cash App. Does Zelle do email? I don't know if mine is.
I've never connected with somebody on Zelle via email.
Yeah, I think you can. Mine is through my phone number. Mm-hmm. As Charlie Marsh has entered the duck race with a $10 Cash App. Shout out to Charlie Marsh. 88 people in the building. Smitty, we're up to someone's going home with $440.
Yep. And then as you see on the top of your screen, the Niners did make a trade for a rotational D tackle. Nothing crazy. Pretty boring NFL trade deadline, if we're being honest. A couple of decent names traded, but not a crazy high volume of trades.
Yeah, and that's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Usually how it goes.
I guess you got a couple of aging stars, honestly, were the ones dealt today. And who knows? Maybe a guy like Tre'Davious White for the Ravens really helps them around the margins. Or Marshawn Lattimore really helps the Commanders in their pass defense, which is the weakest part of their defense.
Sean Lane coming in with a $10 Venmo. Sean, you're in the duck race. 89 ducks on the pond. Someone's going to go home with 445 buckaroos.
That's going to be crazy.
Could it be you?
Could it be? It could be me. Dude, that would be, oh my God.
Would that be a movie?
It would be chills.
Chills?
Instant chills.
CBJ, I got you, bro.
I'll start running around the office.
We're locked in, Sean. Booze, ETN. BOOZETN coming in on Cash App. Got you in, brother. Brandon sending in a $10 Venmo to get in. Up to 91 entries on the Ducks. 91 Ducks on the pond.
This is insane, man.
91 Ducks on the pond. 91 Ducks on the pond. 91 Ducks. You put one in, you swim around. 90 Ducks on the pond.
That was a banger.
30 seconds left. Final call. Final call. Final call. Pandemonium. No, these are all Dable QBs that he has coached to a 16.2 per game average.
I guess Matt Castle played on the Bills.
Edward Lynch, we got you in, Brody. $10 Cash App. Shout out to you, Mr. Edward Lynch. Your duck is on the pond.
Oh.
As many ducks as possible. We can put as many ducks as we want on the pond, Corinne, because we pay a subscription fee to the duck pond. Literally. Not a joke.
Yep. Nope, it's not a joke.
All righty. As you see, the clock has hit 0. If speak now or forever hold your peace.
Forever hold your ducks.
Speak now or forever hold your peace. No trades today, Mr. Zach. No trades. Rob Simby says, I think if it's Smitty, he should do a boot. If Smitty wins, he will do a boot to celebrate.
100%. You want to send that piece to TV?
The list?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I just fucked it up. Hold on.
Control Z. Control Z.
There we go. Mike G, I am thirsty. I am thirsty. Oh, baby! We got a late submission, Smitty!
Uh-oh.
Dylan Tovey!
Uh-oh!
He sent in a $90 Cash App! Had Dylan Tovey 9 times in there, Smitty. Daniel, you better send it in before Smitty gets him loaded on the pond. You might have 2 minutes. You might have 2 minutes. DYLANTOVEY. Send and speak now or peace forever is held. Daniel Sweeney in the duck race as well, Smitty, if you could add him. Yep. And then Kenya Steele getting in. Big Kenya. So we got Kenya and then Daniel. So we're up to 94 entrants, correct? I did count Dylan T. Oh, you got him? Okay. So what does that mean? The prize is up to what? Kenya, you're locked in, my man. $515?
$515. Yeah.
Who's going home with $515?
I'll freak out, yo. That would be insane. It's a 1 in 100.
Am I allowed to enter?
Yeah.
Would y'all be mad if I entered? I don't think
I'm in.
Smitty's in.
If you lose, you just send 10 more to whoever wins.
I can't enter. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Drip says no.
Yeah,
Zach Villa says rigged. Zach Villa, I promise you, it is not rigged. Like, we've done this a million times. I don't know. I wouldn't know how to rig it. I work as a producer. At
You're Keo. Yep, we got Dylan Tovey in. Dylan Tovey sent a $90 cash app. He's in. We also got Marcus Davalos.
Oh, boy.
Davalos. Marcus, a $10 cash app. He's got it in there.
So, 520.
Big Body Bez says, I stole 60 from my wife. That's sick.
That's awesome. 520 is to the winner.
I did not make the time. You're right, Rob Simpy. $520?
Yeah.
Mike G, I've already been saving for the Mike G Bruise Fund for a long, long time. I hope you're thirsty, brother. Hope you're thirsty. All right. What do the Ducks on the pond look like right now?
Oh, boy.
Hey, if you want in, now's literally your last chance as Smitty's pulling up the Ducks. We got Sweeney in there.
Sweeney's in.
Sweeney's in.
Just a oneer, right?
Just a one ball. Big Body Bez says start the race. Emily Dempsey. What up, Dempsey?
Where the hell is it? That's crazy.
Let's go, Edward Lynch.
There we go.
I'm glad you got in. Big Body Bez, what a power move. Rob Simpy, if you make it to Dallas, which I am going to be very upset if you don't ever make it to Dallas, we might burn this city to the ground. We might burn this city to the ground. Definitely AT&T Stadium. Definitely going to do the race. No take. All righty. I think we draw the line here.
Line's been drawn in the sand.
Line has been drawn in the Mike G and Rob Simpy in Dallas. I might get fired.
All right. I am going to shuffle the Ducks 3 times. I'm only making this very clear because I am in this race, and I am taking the money if I win. I had a bad week at the books on DraftKings this week.
But you got $200 for free when you place your first $5 bet using promo code NICSChat.
I did do that. Of course. Why would I not? That's free money. DraftKings gives you free cash. Use code NICSChat. But yeah, I'm keeping the money. That's why I'm explaining the rules very quick. I'm going to shuffle the Ducks 3 times. Here we go.
How much is up for grabs?
$520. If I could turn 10 into 520 right now.
Everyone has a chance to turn $10 into 520 right now.
Wait. There are 100 people in this thing. This is 1 out of 104.
Why are you so upset, dog?
Let's go. We're shuffling the Ducks 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Ducks have been shuffled. I'm going to lose.
All righty.
Here we go.
Ducks, start your engines. 3, 2, 1. Swim!
Oh my God, we're swimming! We got a minute to win it! We got a minute to swim it! Spam the duck emojis in the chat! Spam the duck emojis in the chat! We got a minute to win it!
Spinny, I need you on the play-by-play, brother.
Here we go. Coming around the bend, we got 45 seconds on the clock. We got Ducks out in front. Rob Simpy out in the lead. Oscar Bermudez, he has a lot of entries. He's got a lot of real estate in this duck race. Oscar Bermudez is rocking back and forth. Do we see Tyler Smith anywhere? Is Tyler Smith at all visible? That is not. This is bad news for me. Bad news for Smitty. As Rory Collins is in the mix. As Shacone's in the mix. As Simpy is still out in front, holding to a tight lead. But there's Bermudez. Bermudez on the home stretch. 20 seconds remain. 20 seconds to low. The red duck. Oh, but Bermudez takes a hit. There's the media. The media's out in front. The media always wins. Googly elbow. Who's it going to be? Who's going to emerge in the home stretch? 8 seconds remain. 8 seconds remain. Who's coming? Oh, it's the Bush Kid. The Bush Kid's making a push with 3 seconds. Oh, there's Rory Collins. It's going to be a photo finish. Marcus! A late entrant at the last minute. Marcus Davalos takes home the gold.
Smitty is in shambles.
Are you kidding me? The guy put in one, and I was thinking about putting in another entry. When Davalos came in at the end, I was like, I need one more, and I didn't do it. Was my duck visible? I never even saw it. My duck was never visible.
I didn't even see you.
My duck got shot at the start line.
I didn't see Smitty's duck one time.
And that was in there. I checked. I checked at the top of the list. It was in there.
Oh, oh my God, Marcus.
My goodness.
Shout out to Marcus. Are you in the chat, Marcus? Marcus, are you in the chat?
My duck was there.
Were you even in the race?
I saw my name on the list.
Oh, shit.
I can't believe I gave Kenya the old lady duck. I didn't mean to.
I'm crying.
That is ridiculous, yo.
Marcus was the last one to enter.
Was he officially the last one to enter?
No, Marcus is the last Cash App I have. I think it was Sweeney. Let's check the time.
We can just check the list. It's right here.
Sweeney was at 3:11. Davalos was at 3:12. The last person.
Name.
The last name won.
Look at, I'm in. Trust me, guys. I'm in. There's my duck. Nowhere to be found. He was not in the race. Unbelievable. Davalos. Are you kidding? Oh. That is unbelievable. Did you have a pretty even split across both platforms?
Yeah.
Nice.
Marcus. How much am I sending him?
520.
520?
Oh my goodness. 104, yeah. Greg, I needed you in the race to propel me to victory.
Marcus Davalos.
If he's not here, here we go again. We can't do it like that, Mike.
He's
Evans.
in.
We have.
He says, I'm here. I'm so happy. Let's go.
Oh, Mark, 209. That's him?
Marcus, I just sent you $520 on Cash App, my man. $520 on Cash App, my man.
Yeah, Kevin, I'm pretty sure you had two, brother.
We had everyone in there.
Everybody was in there.
Smitty didn't even see his own duck.
My duck was nowhere to be found. That's how you know it's impossible to rig that thing.
Denmark, we had you as the 6th entry and then the 58th entry.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I don't remember him like sending it doing a back-to-back, but yes, Denmark is there one. I'm sure some support in the middle here.
Marcos, let me know when you receive that, my man.
There's Denmark again.
Shout out to Marcus.
Wow.
Don't spend it all in one place, man.
Yeah. Go get a nice dinner.
Get a nice dinner. I wish everyone could win. Those are fun.
I wish I could.
They are funny. Smitty losing like that is hilarious. I never saw your duck.
Never. I was watching the whole thing. I was scanning the field. There was no duck to be seen.
I don't even think I know what your duck looked like.
No, because I never saw it. Not even off the jump. I'm gonna go look back and look at the film later and see where I need to improve my duck game.
Let's treat this as a Daniel Jones press conference. Tyler Smith, what do you think you need to work on next week to make sure that you win the duck race?
You know, not seeing the duck at all during the race is bad. You know, gotta clean stuff up and just gotta be better.
You've been the quarterback of this team for 6 years, and your duck has never won. What gives you confidence that your duck can win?
Just gonna go out there with the talent we have around me and play the best of my abilities. Doing the best I can to do the best I can.
At what point do you look in the mirror and say it's your fault? You were coached by Pat Shurmur. You were coached by Joe Judge. You were coached by Brian Dable. There's been a lot of change around the organization except at the quarterback position. Do you think you are the problem?
I wouldn't say I'm the problem, but at the end of the day, it does fall on me first. But I think this team trusts me, paid me $92 million to do this job, and I'm gonna go out there every Sunday and try to do it to the best of my abilities.
Do you think you are doing it to the best of your abilities?
Like I said before, I'm trying the best I can to do the best that I can.
Do you think about ever giving some of the money back that you stole from the Giants?
Listen, I feel terrible. I feel terrible about the mistakes. But yeah, I don't think that they gave that money to me in hopes of not winning football games. That's what I'm going to try to continue to do every week, even though I have not done it. So.
How do you feel about Joe Shane choosing to sign you over Saquon Barkley?
They give a lot of credit to the Eagles and what they've been able to do with 26, but at the end of the day, quarterback's a premium position, and I think I'm a premium talent, and that's why they trusted me with the keys to this organization and set the franchise back 5 years.
One more, last question here. Yep. If you could leave Giants fans with one thing to feel optimistic about you and your tenure as a Giant, as it could be coming to a close soon, what do you want Giants fans to remember you as?
I want them to remember me as somebody who went out there and gave it 110% every single down. Whether it's good, whether it was bad, whether it helped this team win games for that one season where I threw 15 touchdowns. Thank you for that, by the way. I went out there, gave it 110% every day, and I'm going to live with the results.
That's the end of this press conference.
Thank you.
Aiden with a $2 super chat says Giants are boring AF. I don't know. I think this channel makes it pretty fun. Grade Smitty's press conference, 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Grade the press conference.
I've been in enough pressers. I think I was media trained pretty well there.
I think you did pretty well. I gave you some tough questions.
I had the go-tos. I had the escape routes pretty well handled there.
I tried. I wish those questions I asked are the ones that Giants beat reporters would ask.
Yeah. Do you ever feel like you should be giving some money back that was given to you under contract, as the front office clearly overpaid?
You say you're willing to do whatever it takes to win. Have you ever thought about giving money back?
For some cap space for this organization that has been crippled by your contract.
Oh, my God. Chris, what up, dog? I didn't even see my duck. Let's run another for fun.
I was honestly thinking about it just to see if my duck would emerge from the shadows.
Should we run another one for fun? Y'all want to run another one for fun? Oh, man. That's hilarious. Kevin Dad. Dable said refs screwed my ducks. It's always the ducks' fault.
The ducks lined up illegally.
The ducks lined up illegally. Wasn't our fault, though.
There's too many ducks on the field.
Too many ducks.
We did it on purpose, though.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Smitty's duck is on IR.
Yeah, should have known before the game that he'd be inactive. I would have scratched him.
Would you have gone with McNipples?
I would have. No, I went with Rodriguez. Clearly, McNipples sucks.
McNipples' cheeks.
Costing me a bag.
Number 24, duck offsides. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all being here. Over 10,000 people joined a Giants trade deadline special when you're 2-7. And we just got to hang out and chop it up and have fun. That's what this channel's about at the end of the day. That's what this channel's about at the end of the day. Smitty's duck is washed. You are the Kenny Galladay of ducks.
How can I be washed if I never emerged? I've never even seen my duck run a smoke stump across that pond. The plane's never gotten off the ground.
Mike G, we had a couple of uncooperative ducks in this pond earlier, but CTM was the exterminator today, and she exterminated all of the ducks.
Might have exterminated my duck by accident. I don't know.
Did CTM delete Smitty's duck?
I think we need a re-race.
J-Liv, just sports in here, brother. Just sports in here.
No other trades really happened there after the last Niners one. Nothing too notable from the trade deadline, except a couple of division rivals got better. Latimore to the Commanders. Jonathan Mingo to the Cowboys. Weird timing trade by them.
Exactly, King Cow. Exactly.
Duck lined up in the neutral zone.
And now it was illegal motion.
It was illegal motion because he didn't move, and everybody else did. Everybody but the center.
Let's run one for fun. I want to see if Smitty's duck can even come close.
I want to run one for fun as well.
Way more fun, way more less stressful. I'm going to try to make Sundays a better experience for y'all. I know that I set the tone, and my stress levels make the stream sometimes unenjoyable. I'm going to try to be better going forward. Y'all deserve that. I don't even see yours still.
I'm gonna see if they're like bouncing up and down. I'm gonna shuffle them again. Let's shuffle them again. See if we can 3-time shuffle.
Mr. Rick, I echo that exactly. Mr. Rick.
All right, I
love you guys. Love you guys so much.
I see him.
You see you?
I see him.
Where are
there,
you?
Back corner, about third row in the back left.
Put the mouse on it.
I have it. My mouse is on it.
I don't see it.
I'm bouncing up and down. I'm right there in front of Kenya and Dylan Tovey up top. There's me.
I don't see.
All the way top left corner.
I see Kenya behind Rory Collins.
Do you see? Yeah, Kenya.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
You're right in front of Kenya.
Right in front of Kenya.
You're right in front of Kenya.
Will he ever be seen during the race? That is the question. All right. Well, let's rip one. One more minute on the clock. Let's see if my duck gets any closer. Swim! All right, here we go. Minute on the clock, 55 to go. 5 seconds already gone, and I think my duck died already. Yep, my duck's on the back. My duck's gone. Rory Collins out to a blazing start.
Oh, my gosh.
Rory Collins just said,
is he just going to smoke
race.
everyone?
Nope.
I have lost your duck, Smitty.
Duck's already dead. Duck's in the back. DJ AJ is somehow
Rob
emerging.
Sippy's got Batman duck. That's not fair.
Bat Duck.
He's got Bat duck.
I am Simpy. Here we go. Bermudez with some real estate up top. Edward Lynch there as well. And am I ever going to be seen in this race? Probably not. Nicole O'Brien's making jumps. We got 17 seconds left, and my duck is
I don't
gone.
see your duck at all.
My duck is gone.
Bermudez!
Bermudez said, this is my race. I'm going to do what I want. Oh, my God. Bermudez just took it home. Bermudez just took it home. Where am I at? Am I making a late push? No, of course not. I hate this. Simeon! Otero! I hate the Ducks. Maybe I needed to invest like Bermudez, even though he didn't win either time. Maybe I needed to invest in my Ducks.
How many did Simeon have?
J-Liv, thank you for the support. It didn't work. My Ducks suck, man.
One entry for Simeon. So the people that won put in one duck.
Dude.
That's fair.
This is why we play.
This is any given...
I couldn't be happier for Marcus. Could not be happier.
Oh, man.
This is why we play. It's like it's literally better than going to a roulette table in Vegas, hitting on the number on your first spin.
No way.
It is. It's 36 to 1 on a roulette table. You just won 520 to 1 or 52 to 1. That is actually chills. If I send somebody a $10 Venmo and they send me 520 back, I'm chills all over my body.
Too bad for Simeon. He just won the one that didn't matter.
I'm sorry, Simeon. I'm so sorry, Simeon.
My man Marcus caught that $520 and he skedaddled out of here.
Oh, yeah. He said he ain't never coming back.
He ain't coming back.
Oh, my goodness. Shout out to guys like Greg Congdon. If I want half a stack off of Giants now, you'd never see me again.
Shout out to Greg Congdon, man. That's funny, bro.
Oh, Rob Sippy says, Smitty, rewatch the second race. My duck took yours out.
Rob Sippy, you're taking ducks out?
There's duck grudges being held against me.
Simeon says for real, though. LOL. All good. I would be pissed if I won that second race.
Actually, I did not want to win that second race at all.
Winning that one would have pissed me off.
I would have loved to come in second in that race right there.
Oh, my God.
That's fun stuff, man.
Gerald, I'm going to try better, bro. Y'all deserve that. I'm working on not letting Giants losses ruin my life.
Giants make no moves today. My duck makes no moves today.
Hey, they did cut Nick McLeod.
That's right. Sorry, I can't say they made no moves. Giants make a roster move. If you know, you know.
I ain't doing no bid.
Absolutely not. When the Giants get news, we will make videos. What we will not do is make
Marcus
videos
replied on Cash App with one of these guys. Mad love, bro.
Good looks, bro.
Hey, bro, buy yourself something nice, man.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Hey, it's all about the you.
My man, never coming back.
Never.
I've never seen him before. He's never coming back.
See ya.
Hope you enjoyed the show, homie.
That's crazy, man.
That's hilarious. My man Simeon saw his duck win the race that didn't matter.
Simeon, I'd be so mad. I'm looking at your duck right now. I have not left the duck screen over here.
It's still swimming.
He's still swimming. He's gonna be swimming for a while. He's thinking about what happened.
Oh my Lanta, that's funny as hell. Okie dokie. Do we want to stay live? Do we want to sign off? I think everyone's peacing out.
Yeah. That felt like the grand finale.
That felt like the finale. Okie dokie. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Today was a lot of fun. I needed it. That's why I love this job. Love this channel. Love this community. Shout out to y'all. We'll see y'all later. Let's go Big Blue.